Good morning, pop culture. We are live. It is Friday, September the 14th, 2018. It's 7:46 a.m. and it's time to rock. So, folks, we've made it to the end of another week, the first week of 5 mornings with Good Morning Pop Culture. So last night's World Class Bullshitters was one for the books. Again, nothing but hilarity and nuggets of truth pertaining to the world of pop culture. So we had a lot of fun last night. Once you're done listening to Good Morning Pop Culture, go back and check out World Class Bullshitters, episode 140, Black Kryptonite. We go through and we recast Michael B. Jordan as everything, from Will Smith to the moon from the Mighty Boosh. And if you get that reference, well, good for you. But this morning's show is different. And what I mean by different is we're going to be showing some stuff on camera for a majority of the show. I know, hold your applause, hold your applause. But I'm beyond excited for this morning's show. I got a big box to show you guys. Maybe moist, it may not be, who knows. Also, I got my access to the DC streaming service, and we're going to check that out because, as a good man once said, I'm concerned with your wallets. And I want to let you guys know if the DC streaming service is worth your money or not. So this morning's Good Morning Pop Culture has all kinds of stuff. Plus, we'll cover the news and do all kinds of crazy shit like that. So let's see. Good morning to everyone that's here in the chat. Let's check out Stealing Solo. It's had some more backers. By the way, folks, I just want to thank everybody once again. We're kicking ass. We're well past the goal, and we want to beat Squirrel Girl and America Chavez and Captain Carol Manvers. So that's the new goal with Stealing Solo. So it's not about the money, it's about the pride. We gotta beat them. We gotta hit them where it hurts. Not in their dicks, but in their wallets. So grab your copy now. You have a few short weeks left. What do you have? A month and 6 days. So the countdown is on. 36 days. And I'll be talking more about that a little later in the show. All right, Sketch Therapy, I will talk to you off air about the comic book show we're going to have. I'll try to get my piece of art out to the colors. Maybe he'll get it done in time for the show. Let's see, the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. Spell Mr. Green's name as Resef. Dion means God, and Resef is the Egyptian god of horses. So, Resef. All right, so Resef Green. Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey, I will now only refer to my best friend as Resef. Instead of, what was his name? Brooklyn Supreme, Dion Green. He's now Resef. Yeah, it is climbing nicely, Benobi. Thank you, guys, for everyone who supported early. Thank you to everyone who's going to support in the future. I know sometimes you got to wait for payday or whatever, and I get it. This isn't me rushing you. It's just letting you know the countdown is on. Superfan Adam Shawhan says, Dion Del Horse. Good morning, Jeff, from me and the clan. Thank you, Superfan Adam Shawhan. I almost called you Adam Green. If anyone knows who Adam Green is, good for you, because he's a pretty good director. He did the Hatchet movies. I met him once. Very nice guy. So never be upset if I mistakenly call you Adam Green. That'd be like if you accidentally called me Jeff Goldblum. I mean, I'm not old or Jewish, but that's okay. I like Jeff Goldblum, so the fact that you mistook me for him is a compliment. Well, Henry Cavill is not leaving the DCEU. It was a rumor. It was conjecture. I know we talked about it in great detail last night. We also learned what Michael B. Jordan's father's name is, and I'm going to give you a hint. It's Michael A. Jordan. That's not a joke. Seriously, that's not a joke. Oh, God. Tom Green. I miss Tom Green so much. Fantastic show. It was a remnant of the year 2000. And if I go back and watch it, I'll probably hate it now. But I was like 10 years old. And come on, Tom Green is every 10-year-old's favorite comedian. He's like mildly edgy because he makes like dick jokes and does really random, obscure shit. And at 10 years old, you're like, man, this is amazing. And then you grow up and you're just like, no. Actually, I still like him, though. Andre, thank you so much for backing it at any level. I appreciate it. And guys, we're really close to that first stretch goal. So everybody gets every stretch goal at every level. So I don't mind doing that. That's my way of saying thank you. Yeah, the Henry Cavill stuff, excuse me, he's not leaving the role. They keep saying he's not leaving the role. I'll look it up again. For some reason, I Googled Ha, and now it's trying to listen to my voice. I don't want to listen to Ha. Henry Cavill. All right. So TMZ reported this, and this is, it's weird when I'm using TMZ as a source. Henry Cavill Superman Henry Cavill Superman conflict is fake. The social media firestorm over Henry Cavill's fate in the next installment of Superman turns out to be an invented conflict, TMZ has learned. Sources in the know tell TMZ there's no real discussion over the main role because there's no active Superman project. It's true, Cavill has felt he was underpaid for the role, and that was an issue, as some would say, an underwhelming performance. We're told if the next Superman project is greenlit, Cavill, along with the others, would be in play. If, for example, the director felt he was the perfect guy for the role, he could end up with another cape, assuming the studio, would come to terms. Cavill posted a video Wednesday insinuating the door is not closed. The whole brouhaha started when Cavill turned down a cameo in Shazam over money and then accepted a Netflix deal for The Witcher. Apparently, some people thought he moved from Superman, but the fact is there is no conflict because at this point, there's no movie project. So there you go, folks. The final word in the Henry Cavill situation. He's not leaving. He's not going anywhere. And he's a fine Superman. I'm not saying he's the best Superman, but he's a fine Superman. So that's taken care of. So let's see. We are getting closer to our goal of 200 viewers. We'll get there. Like I said, this morning's show is different. I'm going to be showing some stuff on camera because, why? Because I can. Our friend, one of our listeners in the UK is like, you should start a P.O. box. So I thought, you know what? I will start a P.O. box. So I'm going to get that worked on this weekend. I'll try to go to the post office on Saturday morning, and I'll see what they offer in terms of tiers and prices. And you guys can send us stuff to a P.O. box, and we'll open it up and check it out and show it on air. So don't ruin it for everybody else. But if you send it dildo, make sure you send it to Dion Green, Brooklyn Supreme, 998-4404, Michigan. He'll appreciate it. Xbox is getting Final Fantasy. I have not followed any game news. Guys, I'm still on the whole Spider-Man, the girl broke up with the dude, proposal. What was her name? Caitlin, will you marry me or some shit like that? Poor guy. And the woman left the dude for his brother. I'm not even laughing at him. I just feel bad for him. I hope that guy finds the hottest woman in the world to love him. And this other chick is just like, I made a mistake. Take me back. And he's like, no. Yeah, Tina, you got to understand the social media game. The reason we report stuff the way we do on the channel is, yeah, it'd be fun to get all the clicks and views for the hype and bullshit. But at the end of the day, it chips away at our credibility. So we wait to be the definitive source on a lot of this stuff, much like Midnight's Edges with their spin-free analysis and news of certain topics. I'll give them credit. Their Ghostbusters, their Star Trek Discovery, and their what was the other one? The Sony email leak was one of the best, if not the best, and Fantastic Four. Those were the best videos on the topic. So I'm not saying I want to put everything out there as a Fantastic Four Midnight's Edge retrospective, but I do want to give them credit, and that's the stuff I want to produce in terms of stuff to talk about. Let's see. Oh, God, we got a Captain Marvel trailer. Speaking of woke, I got a surprise woke video coming out. Not today at the normal time, but soon. I still have to make it. But I found something, and I just have to talk about it. So 12 more viewers, and we can start the show. Good morning to everyone who's here. Don't anyone else tell me about the Nintendo Switch Directive. I missed it because they had the original one planned because of then there was the earthquake, and I missed out on it. But I will be watching it as soon as I get off air. Because I like Nintendo right now. And I want to buy some games, but I won't. I won't buy all of them. Kenneth Rock says, sorry, I found the hottest girl in the world. Kenneth, you win. Congratulations. Not even going to debate you on that one, man. You win. Let's all go home. Let's pack up shop. Let's get our 3 more viewers, and we'll start with other stuff. Oh my God, there's an article. Luke, you know what? Let me pull this up real quick. You guys will get a kick out of this. You guys want to laugh? I don't know if you'll laugh or you'll get kind of upset. Let's see. Press 1 if you're going to laugh. Press 2 if you're going to be upset about this Star Wars news. Last night, we also showed the new image from Titans, and it looks stupid as hell. So make sure that you're not eating anything. I don't want you to, spit your coffee out in protest or in anger. I always say, I'll piss my pants in protest. You may do that if this, angers you. If this triggers you, I apologize in advance. So here's the award for the dumbest thing you'll see on the internet all day from ScreenRant.com. Luke's death is even better in The Last Jedi comic. Oh, God, here we go again. So, folks, Star Wars The Last Jedi may have given some fans a Luke Skywalker death they never wanted. But once again, the comic book adaptation may have given these disappointed fans what they were missing, getting to hear what Luke was thinking as he finally joined with the Force. In the world of Star Wars, that means dissolving into nothingness, leaving only a shell behind. Even for those who enjoyed Star Wars The Last Jedi, thought that Luke Skywalker's death scene was perfect. This added details in the comic book adaptation from Marvel is hard to resist, adding even more dramatic weight and heartbreaking fan service. And while audience may view it as the end of Luke Skywalker's journey, as in the so far, that isn't how Luke felt when he realized the time was up. So this comic is new, right? Yeah. Okay, so issue number 6 of The Last Jedi. You want to talk about milking a comic book. The movie came out 9 months ago, and you're just now putting out the adaptation. Guys, back in the day when the original Star Wars came out, the first issue or 2 was out before the movie even hit. The novel adaptation, the novelization of the original Star Wars was released months, I think it was released in December 1976 and sold out. So this releasing the 6th and final issue in a miniseries based on a terrible film that nobody likes, wow, at this point in time, 9 months later, it's a little too late to the party, if you ask me. Yeah, Billy, I'm with you 100%. I don't give a shit. I was getting ready to start showing you what's in the big box, but God damn it, this popped up, and I just had to talk about it. The art isn't even that great. The coloring is not that great. Mark Hamill, if you will. All the respect in the world to the man, the actor. But my God, did Luke Skywalker go out like a bitch. Yeah, the book does have deleted scenes, Abomino, if you're talking about the original Star Wars. Why? How? Because it was based off the original shooting script. So if you go back and you read the original comic book adaptation of A New Hope, or Star Wars as it was called back then, Jabba the Hutt's in that as a furry, walrusy man. And there's all kinds of different stuff and changes. So Star Wars comic adaptations 9 months later. Disney, you're late. You own Marvel. You should have had this shit out right away. I don't want the mystery spoiled. Who gives a shit? No one wants to buy an adaptation of a book that sucked. Well, maybe it's true. They did sit on the comic book because it was terrible. You'll never know the truth. Yeah, one panel does look ugly. All right, folks. So you guys ready to see what's in the box? Press 1 if you're ready to see what's in the box. Now, if you're listening or working and you're lurking and you can't watch this morning's stream, don't worry. I'm going to describe everything. But I have a big box that came in the mail, and there's some fun stuff. Yeah, but remember, Rian Johnson was getting a trilogy just based off the fact that his movie was so damn good. Have I ever seen the Chinese bootleg Star Wars comic? No, but I've seen there was a European bootleg, like not Turkish, but something like that. And it was really good. I may have seen the Chinese bootleg Star Wars comic. There's a couple of them that have really fantastic art, better than the Marvel stuff. And I love old Marvel, but my God, it wasn't that good. No, it is not porn, folks. I'm sorry to disappoint you. I like my channel, not having strikes, so I will never be showing you porn on the channel. There's this thing called the internet, and you guys have access to it, and you can check it out. So let's see. There you go. There's this wonderful, glorious backsplash. I almost said black splash. It is black. And here is the camera, and here's my hand. So hello, everybody. So I had received a giant box of stuff that you can hear me opening up right now. And I thought I'd show you guys for fun, and it'll be a little precursor to our P.O. Box gift of the week type of thing. It'll be fun. So first off, let's start. You guys have a choice. A for one subset or B for another. So I'm going to look and see who has the most A's or B's, because it'll be fun. A's are similar, B's are similar. If it's EVS Alice porn. There's my hand reveal. Yep, let's go 2 for 2. Oh. There we are. All right, so I'm seeing A. So Jaron Ricewig wins. All right, so it's time for A. So we're a pop culture channel. We like comic books. And let's show you what I got first. So does everybody remember the 90s Marvel comics? The crazy Jim Lee stuff, the fun stuff. Not Rob Liefeld, but still. So I got, in the box, I got, there's 1, there's 2. I got 2 Marvel Legends. And these are some hefty action figures. So we got Marvel's Bishop and Marvel's Omega Red. Now, right off the bat, Marvel is over-branding themselves. Marvel's this, Marvel's that. I like Marvel comics, not currently, but overall, and I love the Marvel Legends toys. I always say to people, Marvel Legends and Marvel movies show you how much one company can do good and how much one company can do bad. These are the same people that make the Star Wars toys. Those crappy little Rose Tico figures that nobody likes are also produced by Hasbro. So there's different allocations. There's different amounts of money, budgeting. These are $20 a pop. You have your other Star Wars Black Series figures that are $20 a pop, but these are cool. They're big, they're colorful, they're actually really heavy for a toy. I'm surprised how heavy these ones are. And then you get Build-A-Figure pieces. You can build Sauron, the dude right here. He's from the Savage Lands. So you can check that out. You can build these pieces. If you buy all 6 figures, you get Sauron. So your 6 figures you need are Omega Red. Let's see, Deadpool, Wolverine, Deadpool, Lady Deadpool, and 2 of the 6. I'm not going to be buying any more. I like Deadpool. I own a couple Deadpool figures, but I don't need Sauron. So I got these from our good friends at Big Bad Toy Store. No sponsorship yet. But they're neat. Yeah, Omega Red, I see Melissa McCarthy. I can show you guys stuff from the collection. I got to do a little cleanup before I go showing the whole collection. But you guys can request some stuff through the morning. It'd be fun. These don't really go on sale on Black Friday. Plus, these are collectors' fodder. People want to buy. A lot of adults buy the Marvel Legends. First off, Bishop and Omega Red don't look like this in the comics or appear in the comics. Kids will get these figures because they're bright and colorful, but these are really for adults, people my age and older that grew up reading or were reading Marvel when they were an adult in the 90s. And then you get the chase figures. I mean, this is, they're not cheap to get the whole case. American Trent knows. I definitely want to do some world-class bullshitters action figures down the road. Yeah, it is an incentive to buy every figure. It doesn't work for me. I have a bunch of these Marvel Legends, but they're disjointed. It's like 3 or 4 from each wave or 1 or 2 from each wave. I'm just trying to secretly build the X-Men, and that's about it. I really love Jim Lee X-Men. The older I get, the more I kind of pine for those days. So let's see what else we got going here. Dion will come with a horse eventually. So there we go. One last look at Bishop. He's cool. I like him. I liked him in the comic book. I liked him in the cartoon a lot. I love that cartoon. If Marvel ever does a streaming service that features it, well, they won't because it'll be on Disney, and fuck Disney. All right, so there we go. No, I only wear these glasses for they're blue light filters because I stare at a computer screen for about 12 hours a day. So the next ones are pretty cool. So I know we've talked about it quite a bit. This is a little early for Schlocktoberfest, but fuck it. It's fun. It's good morning pop culture. It's something a little different. Yeah, Jim Lee's X-Men is the best X-Men, and I'd like to meet Jim Lee one day. Don't really want to fanboy out. Just get an autograph. I'd pay for a sketch. It's no big deal. I like the man's work. Who wants to build Sauron, Brad? You'd be surprised. A lot of people want to build Sauron. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings when I say this, but in my opinion, the worst type of collector is the completionist. The person who buys everything to have everything. Sometimes stuff's just not that good, guys. I mean, I like Deadpool, but I don't think you need to make Deadpool without pants. Deadpool in a different colored suit. That's not X-Force or traditional. It's just too much. So that can really hook you. Sauron is okay. I remember him from the cartoon. So these are actually It action figures. They're not just, boxes. So let's check out Pennywise. We got Pennywise here. It's weird. I'm trying to do this in reverse. So this Pennywise, the Tim Curry edition, has a nice fold-out box. He's down by the quarry or wherever the fuck he was. Mundane Man's walking by him in the background collecting boulders. But Pennywise has 4 heads. 5 hands. That's an odd number. Is mine missing a hand? I don't want to rip the box. No, he's not missing a hand. But no, there he is. He's pretty cool. I love Tim Curry Pennywise. Had you told me last year the movie was out, if you would have told me 2 years ago when they announced it and showed the images of the, what's his name, Bill Skarsgård Pennywise, that I'd like him as much as Tim Curry, I would have told you you're an idiot. But I do. Tim Curry is amazing, classic, iconic, but they did a good job with the new It. Maybe I prefer the new It to the old It. Yes, they all float down here, Georgie. So there you go. There's the box. There's the back. Excuse me, sir, do you have Prince Albert in the can? You do? Well, you better let the poor fellow out. So I like clowns. I'm not afraid of them. It, the movie. 7 friends engage in a struggle with the demon they first encountered 30 years earlier in their main hometown. Can I move the camera so you can see the top Pennywise head? Yes, I can. Let's see here. This is the top Pennywise right there. And you can see me in the background. I wish it would focus. Let's try to do this to make it focus. No. Come on, focus on him. Sorry about that. This is the head that's up there that you're trying to look at. Maybe it'll focus better on that because it's a stat. There you go. That's what that main head is right there. It's that one on top that you wanted to see. And then you got this one right there. This one right there. And that one right there. Somebody's quoting Indiana Jones on The Last Crusade. Cool. Now here's the new Pennywise. At first I hated this design, and then I saw the movie, and I kind of got hooked. So this Pennywise, you get, let's see. Man, that doesn't work. You get, he's uglier. There we are. So there's that. You get the balloon. You get regular head. You get, they all float down here head, and angry Pennywise face. And this design is much different, but it works in the realm of the film. You also get the SS Georgie, which it says you get extra hands. And there's my hand again. By the way, I heard that there's a convention exclusive. It's a bloody version. I think it comes with Georgie's arm. So that could be a real thing, or it could just be made up. I don't know. But there's the box on the side flap. These NECA Ultimate figures are pretty damn cool. You got a cool series of artwork on the back. Let's do another zoom in on that. Got more Pennywise. I wish this camera had an auto feature or an auto focus feature. Come on, there we go. Looks just like the actor. NECA does a good job with that. The main image. And then here he is. Gonna make you float. So the back says exactly the same thing. 7 friends engage in a struggle with the demon they first encountered 30 years earlier in their main hometown. I'm probably thinking that Tim Curry Pennywise is my favorite performance, but I like the new It the most. Something bucks each. So if you guys want to check them out, go get yourselves one. Now they're a lot of fun. Eventually, when I move, I'm gonna display all my shit. I got tons of stuff that I've bought over the years that just sits in a box because I don't really want to display it. 1, in this house, or 2, I don't want anybody to like break it and steal it because it's happened before. And they took my computer and all my video game shit. And so what I did is I boxed up my hot toys and took them to my grandma's house so no one would take them, because those are worth a lot more money than a fucking video game console at this point. Manual focus, that's what I meant. I just didn't have the option. So let's see. They're both great in my opinion. What's my favorite Tim Curry role / movies? My favorite Tim Curry role is Pennywise the Clown. I don't really dislike, was it Rocky Horror Picture Show, but I don't like it either. So I'm kind of torn about judging that. Now, do you guys want to see something that didn't come in the box that was pretty cool, or do you want to see the final thing of the box? Because I got 3 things I could show you left. Press 1 if you want me to just show what was in the box initially, or press 2 if you want to see the bonus content that I got from Amazon. Have I seen Cobra Kai? Yes, Cobra Kai was fantastic. 10 out of 10. I'm not being hyperbolic when I say it is the best continuation of any old franchise I've ever seen. We reviewed it for Patreon. I had a fantastic time watching it all, 10 episodes. I didn't really meet Billy Zabka, but I saw him. I just really wanted to tell everybody thanks. So it looks like we got more 2s than 1, so you guys get to see extra stuff. All right, so the extra stuff. We got some these. I talked about these yesterday on the show. These are from McFarlane Toys. They're $20 a pop. They're fun. The reason I got these is because they're gonna come out, and this initial wave is gonna do well, and then wave 2 is gonna come out, and you're gonna have. Well, let's show you wave 2 real quick. It's Spock and Mikey Spock, and then once wave 2's out, Spock will sell out, and this will sit on the shelves forever. Michael Burnham. Man, people suck. So that'll sit on the shelf forever, and you get Spock. So get these 3 because that's going to be about it, because they're going to start including the woke characters that no one cares about. Now, from a business standpoint, they'll tell you, we want to introduce the new characters so we can spread brand recognition. Well, you can't watch your show on regular terrestrial TV or on a basic streaming service because you're hiding it behind a paywall. Sorry, Les Moonves, who no longer works there. $5 is not, what is it, $5 a month or $10 a month is not enough to watch your Star Trek show and your Star Trek show only. There's more to life than Star Trek Discovery. There's more to Star Trek. There's Captain Kirk. Everybody loves Captain Kirk. He's awesome. Maybe he's not your favorite captain, but you know and you love him, and that's a damn good-looking William Shatner visage. Like I told Nick, I should buy a couple more of these, paint them white, and make a Michael Myers custom. Yeah, I always preferred James T. Kirk as well. Nothing against Jean-Luc Picard. That's what I would see a lot on TV as a kid. That looks just like Patrick Stewart. These are from McFarlane, so they're going to be of good quality. I hate to play this game, but they'll be of better quality than the NECA figures. The NECA figures are notorious for breaking at the hip joints. And then the guy that runs NECA, Randy, is not very nice on social media. So if you have a broken NECA figure, you're shit out of luck. At least with McFarlane, a much bigger, more professional company with bigger licenses, you'll get the customer service treatment you deserve. Do you think that Picard's continuation will end up like The Last Jedi? I said this about Star Wars. I'll say it about Star Trek. They dust off these old characters to build up the new ones. How is it so hard to create new characters? It's not. They want to use the social justice is the story to these people, so they want the laziest, most easy package to present it in. They don't want to build anything and then give you the big twist. Like, remember the twist where Picard got assimilated by the Borg and then the season ended? They don't want that stuff. What they want is to take something that exists. They want you to come watch and to think it's something else, and then they bombard you with bullcrap. That's the whole point of these new social justice shows, these woke warriors. They don't know dick. They can't create anything good. Hail Picard forever. Yeah, I like them both. Hell, I could do a custom Charles Xavier Marvel Legends style. Take this, get a suited body, and there we're off to the races. They're Johnsoning Star Trek. Dude, they've Johnsoned Star Trek for a while. It is a generation of hacks. Social justice does not equal a good story. Now, a bad story doesn't, include social justice. There could be one that gets you, but these people aren't smart enough or creative enough. They basically made a name by getting people coffee, telling people what they wanted to hear, and then they came in, they swooped in, and they ruined it all. Do you think that NECA would be sued because of that, and maybe they're change their business practices and employment. Let me tell you something about collectors. This is not going to be a very popular opinion because I go against a lot of collectors. Most collectors out there are the type of people that are so thankful that you made something based on their favorite property that no matter what the quality is, they're just so grateful to give you their money. I don't like that. If something looks good, I'll buy it. If something looks shitty, I won't buy it. If NECA makes an Axel Foley figure and it breaks, I'm going to be the first one to bitch about it. I do want an Axel Foley action figure more than anything else, but I'm not blind to the fact that historically their quality hasn't been the highest. Yeah. See, Red Letter Media's treatment of the Return of the Picard Galaxy was fantastic. Red Letter Media are Trekkies. I'll have to check them out. I haven't been watching their stuff as of late. Yes, details and collecting matter. That's why I'm going to start my own collecting channel soon. I'll do stuff like this. That way it won't interfere with world-class bullshitters and Good Morning Pop Culture. And it doesn't really take away from anything. To join that channel won't cost much. Exactly nothing, actually. And we'll check it out. And we'll do fun stuff like that. And maybe I'll start doing some of those live streams where I walk through the store and you guys tell me what to pick up and review. You know, like our friend Steven's like, hey, get Batman the Animated Series on Blu-ray. I did. Somebody's like, hey, buy this Lego set and build it. Well, I guess. The limited edition Janeway figure with Tucked Johnson feature. I like Janeway enough that I won't buy her, but I won't, I won't make fun of her not selling like Mikey Spock. Shocked Migo isn't doing Axel Foley. I don't think there's ever been an Eddie Murphy action figure. Let's see. No. I don't think there has been. Unless you count Black Panther action figures as Eddie Murphy merchandise. What's my favorite Luke Skywalker statue figure? My favorite, excuse me, my favorite Luke Skywalker action figure is a SH Figure Arts Farm Boy Luke, which I have in the closet, but I cannot get to that right now. Sorry. You guys can just Google SH Figure Arts Farm Boy Luke or A New Hope Luke, and I think it's the perfect Luke Skywalker in terms of that costume. They'll never top it. And then when they do, I'll get a new one. NECA figures are made with sawdust. They're made with good intentions and cheap plastic. That's what we should do. If we ever make a documentary on the NECA collection, it's good intentions and cheap plastic, the NECA story. Yes, I have played Shadows of the Empire for the Nintendo 64 many, many years ago when it was new. I remember going to Toys R Us and seeing the Nintendo 64 boxes stacked on the shelf, and they had a Stormtrooper. And I liked Star Wars, and I didn't really have any money to get a Super Nintendo or a Nintendo 64. Plus, to be fair, we had just gotten a PlayStation like for the house, so I couldn't really complain. It's like, oh, I wanted a Nintendo, and I did get one in 1998. But for a while, I was a PlayStation kid, and it was pretty good. We got the newest games. McFarlane Toys uses good old 80s American plastic. I did not know that. I haven't opened it yet, so I will eventually. Am I going to buy an Alice figure now? I don't know. I'm kind of holding out for Mrs. Brady. I like blondes. Just saying. So let's take away Spock and excuse me. I wish it was Spock. Let's take away Picard and Captain Kirk, and let's show you the final thing. Now, this is the coolest one. Now, the box is kind of hard to show due to the plastic glare, but this is the neatest figure I bought. This was an impulse buy. If you like video games, you should like this. This is Link from The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. I love The Legend of Zelda. It's one of my favorite series. I'm just going to show you the images like this so you can see pictures of the figure. Hold on. Let me see if I can elevate this slightly without really ruining the dynamic of the camera. And we're going up, and you just heard my shoulder pop. There we go. That's better. So this is a Figma figure from Japan. Come on, focus on him. There we are. Figma figures kick ass. They're much like SH Figure Arts. They're the kind of little figures you get. Tons of hands, tons of accessories, all kinds of great stuff. Figma makes a Golgo 13 figure, but it's also $180. And damn it, I don't want to spend $180 on a figure. I just can't justify it. One day I will, and I'll review it on the channel because it's the coolest toy ever made. But until then, you can look at Link. The Pui, thank you very much for your super chat. I'm here now. You can start again. Thank you, the Pui. I will start again. So, folks, let me go back and pull out our... Now, the Pui, good morning, though. Yeah, Figma figures are nice. Let's show you what's actually in here. So you get all kinds of cool stuff, man. You get two different faces. You get Link with the Master Sword, the Hylian Shield, the hook shot, that cannonball thing, a bow and arrow. You get a stand. You get other swords with Link. You get all kinds of neat accessories with Link. This is one of the better Link designs, in my opinion. I do not like the Wind Waker at all. I don't like the design. The game, I just didn't like it either. The only thing I liked was the way you fought, and it was a really kind of smooth mechanic. But I didn't like the open world water. That's my least favorite Zelda game that I've ever played. So somebody also asked, what's the best one? My 3 favorite Zelda games are Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, or Breath of the Wild. It's really hard to decide which is my favorite. Ocarina of Time, I have the most nostalgia and emotion towards, but I haven't really played it in probably 10 years. And I like Twilight Princess, but again, I haven't played that in quite a while either. Maybe 10 years. And Breath of the Wild was the most fresh in my mind. I had a fantastic time. If they put the Twilight Princess HD remaster on the Switch, I'm buying that as soon as it's out, and I'm going to replay that game. I had such a good time with it. Reed Palancha, thank you very much for your super chat. How broad do you go in your collecting? Some based on anime productions have been good. There have also been some less than ideal at times. I collect stuff based on stuff I like. I know that sounds like a really broad thing, but I like Legend of Zelda, so I'll get Legend of Zelda stuff. I like Lupin the Third, so I'll get Lupin the Third stuff. Speaking of anime, here's a bonus thing for you guys. Goku. I ordered this shit months ago on Amazon, and it just came last Sunday. It took so many months to get this fucking thing in the mail from Amazon Official. But, you know, Goku's the shit. I like Dragon Ball Z. He comes with multiple heads and hands. So, you know, after I'm done with this show, I'll crack these open, and I'll have Link fight Goku in my own fictional world. No, I won't. Too much glare. Whatever. We need Nick for the production aspect of this show. But there you go. That's what came in the giant box. Link, Omega Red, Bishop, Pennywise the Clown, and then you got some bonus Star Trek stuff. I got one other thing, but I'm not going to show that. It's based on Power Rangers, but it's pretty cool. Did I ever play the original Legend of Zelda? Yes, I did. I played the original Legend of Zelda as a child back in, would have been 91 or 2. Didn't know what the hell I was doing. Yeah, Goku is sought by people. It was only $34 when I bought it. It's now $50, and that just came out. Cesario Japan, thank you very much for your super chat. So, Gerudo Link figure is next. I don't know what's next from Figma. All I can tell you is that I'm waiting on Ocarina of Time Link, and I'll buy 2 of them. I really like that. I'll have one to open up and one to keep in the box forever. That was the first Zelda game I completed. And I've told this story on the air. I'll tell it again. Zelda's always held a special place in my heart and my mom's because it was the game that her and my dad played while she was pregnant with me. And so he never completed the game, and then he died. And so my mom tried to turn the game on for me when I was a kid. She accidentally deleted his save file. So she gets upset even to this day to talk about it. But then I got my own copy of Ocarina of Time, and I beat the story myself. So it kind of, the next generation completed the adventure. So we always love Zelda here. I get them all and play them. And there's your final look at Link. I can't wait for Smash Brothers, by the way. Have I ever played Spider-Man 2, the movie game? I don't know if I've ever played Spider-Man 2, the movie game. I don't know if I ever went out and got it the first day it came out at my local Circuit City. I was trying to be funny and see if I had it down here. I thought the box was just like right here. I guess not. Oh, man. Oh, well. I thought Spider-Man was right here. Yes, I do have the game. I'm not trying to be funny. I do own it. I beat it before the movie came out. Here it is right here. Spider-Man 2 of a movie game. Yeah, I had it. Right there. I knew it was like right here. That's why I went out of my way to show it to you guys. Such a fantastic, fantastic game. I got this. I always talk about my mom being cool. I came back from vacation with my aunt. Took me to Colonial Williamsburg. We went to Virginia Beach and all that stuff. And I come back from the trip, and Spider-Man, I come back on a Saturday. Spider-Man 2 was coming out that Wednesday. And my mom told me to get this on Tuesday, and I beat it by the time the damn movie came out. It was an awesome, awesome game. Let's see. Yeah, I miss wandering around Circuit City. Circuit City was awesome. It was a great time. I went to Circuit City, went to Best Buy. Didn't really do much Walmart shopping. I still don't. I don't like Walmart. So, yeah, it's funny if you mention shit like that I have. See, I still got the manual and the disc. It's all here. The plastic hasn't aged too well. Take New York for a spin. From random crimes to global threats, the entire city is relying on you to save it. Maybe I shouldn't get Spider-Man for PS4. Maybe I should just get a new Xbox, the original one. Is this compatible with Xbox One X? This would be a fun game that I would actually dust off and replay again. I really, really fucking love this game. I played Maximum Carnage as a kid. It was a lot of fun. I wasn't very good at it. I wasn't very good at games when I was younger, but I've gone back and played it since on an emulator and beat it in just one sitting. So it was fun. Did I play Assassin's Creed Black Flag? Maybe I did. Stupid segue. Yeah, I played it. I got it right there. That was the first PS4 game I was given. Because I told you we were, when somebody broke in and stole all my shit, my mom's boyfriend bought me a new computer, and he bought me a PlayStation 4 to replace the PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360 I lost. And so Assassin's Creed and Killzone were the two games I got with the system. Spider-Moist 2. Yeah, go buy 4 and let's stream. Oh, God. I love how Jeff has everything in hand. That's how I live, man. I got everything in hand. I got a 1995 Batmobile in arm's reach. It's like right there. So I got all kinds of shit within arm's reach. Cool stuff, dumb stuff, useless stuff, useful stuff. You never know what I got in this office. We could play a game one day. What does Jeff have? If it's backwards compatible, I'll find out. I'll go to Phil's house. He's got an Xbox One X, and I'll take it over there. If it starts playing, well, I ain't leaving his house that weekend. Morning to everybody who's new, who's just joined the show. You actually missed doing stuff on camera. See? We've been on camera. I've been showing some cool stuff I got from a box from Big Bad Toy Store. I showed Figma Link, Star Trek, Marvel Legends, and Pennywise the Clown. Yeah. Cadmium Red, my mom's boyfriend, is cool. Very cool. Nice guy. So let's see. Do you guys have anything else you need me to show you, or is it time to move on to our next segment? One, for something else. You know what? Just pick something. I'll see if I have it. And two, we're going to go into the DC streaming service, which I have to show you guys. Best wrestling promo. Oh, God. Probably, if it's video packages, it's either the one for WrestleMania 26, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, or WrestleMania 17, Rock, Stone Cold, My Way. Those are fantastic. I'm sitting in a pop culture vault. Yes, I am. This is a pop culture vault. I can't wait to expand it. Maybe we'll do tours down the road when I move. I got books, toys, weird random pop culture things. Pro wrestling minis, like action figures, like Hulk Hogan WWF edition. Marty McFly. I can't show Marty McFly. He's in the closet. He is up there. I haven't actually taken him out of the shipping box. I received it and I got it. Yeah, here, I'll show you the Batmobile real quick since it's in with arm's reach. I don't have to get up. It's the Batman Forever Batmobile. I've had this since 1995. It's old as hell. You can see how dusty it is. I found this somewhere, but it's pieces. It's got all of its pieces. It's got the battery pack and everything. So it's as close to new as I could have it. And, you know, all the shit's still there. Xbox seems to be the only console that does backwards compatibility to a degree with older games. Yeah, I know not everyone plays it too, but that would just be... I have a lot of old Xbox games. That would just be one I'm dying to play. That, James Bond, Everything or Nothing, all kinds of stuff. Marty's in the closet. Yeah, that's okay. Jennifer's with him too. Do I got a Cactus Jack figure? I do not have a Cactus Jack figure. I have Mankind, and that's it. I don't really like Cactus Jack or Dude Love enough to buy them. So I have 50 versions of The Rock. I don't know where... Those are just on a shelf themselves. I don't know where my Stone Cold and all the other guys are. Jennifer, 1 or 2. Jennifer 1 for short. Claudia Wells, beautiful woman. Now, Elizabeth Shue is very good looking, especially in like Adventures in Babysitting, but it's that wig she has to wear for Jennifer, and she's just overacting. So I think they're both hot separately, but in the realm of Back to the Future, Claudia Wells all day, every day. Yes, I have Macho Man Randy Savage. I have the WrestleMania 7 Macho Man, where he fights the Ultimate Warrior. I have that figure with the tassels and all that stuff. The chicken wings, the booby tassels. Do I have any Fist of the North Star figures? Only a real man had those figures. It's the manliest anime or manga ever created. I don't, and I disagree. Golgo 13 is just as manly, if not manlier. Let's see. The Rock says, buy my damn toy. Well, The Rock got a lot of money out of my family. Because I was a kid, I had all that shit. T-shirts. We went to shows, action figures, played the video games. I've played... If I had $1... No, put it like this. If I had minimum wage for every hour spent playing as The Rock in a wrestling video game, I could buy any car I want. I've played so many hours as him in a video game. We're talking like 20 different games. And I don't put in just 1 or 2 hours in these games. When I was playing No Mercy and all the old shit, we're talking hundreds of hours. This is before, well, some games had it, but this game didn't have a clock to tell you how long you've played. I played No Mercy till the cartridge reset and broke, and I had to buy a new one. So I really loved that game a lot. And I get the Dark Horse Legend of Zelda figures. I didn't know Dark Horse made Legend of Zelda figures. I want to get Hyrule Historia and the new art book, but I haven't always had the time to get that. Yeah, Macho King, that's the figure I have. The Defining Moments WrestleMania one. I don't have any Alex Trevelyan figures. I apologize. I have Pierce Brosnan, but I don't know where he is. I got that way back in the day, but I got Sean Connery sitting on my shelf. I want a Star Wars 1982 arcade game. Yeah, I would like that. Yeah, I think the original Batmobile is the coolest as well. The Michael Keaton one, you mean the one I got right here? I like it too, but it's just a lot smaller. But I have one. Believe me, I'm never more than 5 feet away from Michael Keaton Batman stuff. Xenomorphs. I don't really like Alien enough to buy stuff. Golgo 13 watch stream? We could. I got the Blu-ray box set with every episode. I also have the movie Queen Bee and the movie, what's the other one? The professional Golgo 13 stuff I think they make in terms of video. I don't have the video game. I should get a copy of that. It's real cheap. Raul Valdez, my secret mission in life. I've been contracted by toy companies to show you how cool stuff is and how you should just give up whatever you're doing and get stuff for yourself, because that's all that matters. Toys. Just toys, toys, toys. Where are all my Ray figures at? In a vault buried deep beneath the earth. I wish I had an Adam West Batmobile. I do have a little Hot Wheels one somewhere, but I don't know. All right, so if there's nothing else you guys need to see, I'll just turn this off. I can always go back. Don't worry. You guys can request stuff. See, if you want me to do streams like this, request them in the day when there's better lighting, because this office, this is an older house. Not older, it's old as shit. But the lighting at night doesn't look too good. There's only one lighting source, and I got all the other plugs and stuff tied up. Have I ever done a total count of how much your entire toy collection is worth? No, because I don't really buy stuff because it's valuable. The stuff I own is stuff I genuinely like. So like Link from Twilight Princess. I didn't get it because it was on sale. I got it because I really like Legend of Zelda. Maybe I picked up the Star Trek people because they're going to go up in price, and I may want them down the road. But overall, the stuff I get, like Tommy Boy bobblehead, or a Michael or a Val Kilmer Batman or stuff like that, they're just little things to add. Well, essentially, when I get this house I want, I'm going to have an office that'll be on camera for you guys, because I'm not quitting this anytime soon. I'm going to have like the coolest office ever. Generic Edgelord, thank you very much for your super chat. Comic update. OG Alien comics with black and white, or in black and white. Stealing Solo and Star Wars Empire Volume 3, Hellboy Omnibus Volume 2, and Dark Soul Winter Spite. Been a good week. Yeah, you got Stealing Solo, Generic Edgelord. Fantastic choice. Thank you, though, very much. I appreciate your support. But let's see. What else did you get? Hellboy Omnibus. I like Hellboy stuff. The Mike Mignola. that's an artist I don't ever want to try to draw like, but I really appreciate the depth he's able to do with such simplicity. I'll do some more comic book art streams down the road. I could even show some cool comic book art books that I own. I have a book called The Art of Spider-Man Classic, and it's real simple, but it's a lot of fun. It's really in depth. I like it a lot. Midnight Cherry TV, thank you very much for shilling out Stealing Solo on Cecil's channel. I appreciate that. I tried to get on not Stealing Solo. I tried to get on Cecil's stream last night because I was bored waiting for my video to render. I was like, let's go to Cecil's stream. Well, he never responded back. So there's rumor that Lego may be making a Legend of Zelda set. That would be cool. Maybe I'd have to get that. I have the Aston Martin in a box over there. That would be a great figure too, Benobi. That would be a great figure too. All right, so I talked about the DC streaming service earlier in the week. I talked about how I might be getting it. So I signed up for it for the channel to review it, to give you guys a heads up. Because like I said, one of our friends of the channel said, I'm always worried about your wallet. Now, before you get too angry with DC, look. DC movies currently suck. I'm not going to be one to deny it. Brandon Moist, thank you for your super chat. Is your pie ready for the holiday special? I haven't heard from Jeremy or Ethan if it's going down tonight. I have not heard at all from them. I've been talking to Ethan about other stuff, but I haven't. I'm going to check the message right now to make sure he hasn't responded about tonight's The Pie Council. Let's see. Twitter messages. Nope, haven't heard anything yet. I will let you guys know 100% through all of our social medias once we find out what's going on. But when I do, it's going to be the pie, the chicken pot pie. React Crawford, that Michael Knight action figure is like $200. My local vintage toy store has it, and they're kind of pricey. Yeah, folks, make sure you hit that like button. We got 309 viewers. Let's get 310 likes. Somebody do it twice. Actually, no, that'll unlike it. Do it 3 times. There you go. Like Charlie's mom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Don't be dead. 1, 2, 3. Superfan Adam Shawhan says, if you quit, I'll kidnap you just like in Stealing Solo, sir. Oh, okay. Ethan may actually have the animator for Boba Fett lined up for the holiday special tonight. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, I don't have anything to do. I kept my Friday open for these guys, so that's going to be fucking fantastic. I guess he's an animator from Nelvana. I think that's who did it. They used to do the Beetlejuice cartoon, so I know my art shit. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, I haven't checked out Ethan's stream. We do World Class Bullshitters on Thursday nights, and then I got to go to bed and get up for this. By the way, folks, your Patreon live stream last night was extra long. It was almost as long as World Class Bullshitters, and we talked about all kinds of great stuff. It's one of our better ones. We talk about Chris Klein, and okay, Ethan was saying that last night's Comicsgate live stream at the holiday special was happening. Okay. But who finished Stealing Solo? What do you mean, but who? Like me, I'm finishing the book. I'm going to. I'm working on it. Yeah, the book isn't, I can draw and do that. Actually, I'm going to draw this afternoon. So, let's show you guys this new DC Universe streaming service so you can make up your mind if it's worth the time. Good morning to you, Jesus A. Sabas Jr. Scython Jetter, would you be interested in consulting on a comic? Like giving you advice, consulting? I guess that's what you mean. Yeah, I could. I'm interested. I can't draw anybody else's book or take commissions or anything right now. I just don't have the time for it. Down the road, maybe. We'll see what's up. But if you need help or have questions or anything like that, you just let me know. And, shoot me an email. All right, so this is the new DC streaming service. Let's see. John Chipola, you take care of yourself. Eye surgery is no joke, man. So we'll always be here. We'll always be doing our thing, and you guys can check it out. But take care of yourself first and your families, then us, then action figures. Just depends. So I know people are very unhappy with DC currently. I'm not happy with their films, but I did get this to check it out. And so far, it's kind of cool. So we have all kinds of shows. We have comic books. Now, they've gone back. I checked this out on mobile as well as desktop. As you can see, I've been reading Detective Comics number 575. I've been reading or watching episode 1 of Batman the Animated Series to check out the remaster, and I looked at Superman the movie because Christopher Reeve is just perfect. But they have a small collection. They don't have everything yet, but they don't have an embarrassing selection either. This is a very much a what is important of DC. So they have essential Batman storylines, and you can get all the Under the Red Hood stuff. You can get Dark Knight Returns, Batman Year One, A Death in the Family, which I've never read. I think I'm going to read that after I get off air. They have tidbits about knowing the characters. They have a forum discussion message board. They have news. They have all kinds of stuff. I mean, how to get pumped for a Wonder Woman workout. I know every guy in this chat right now is so wonderful. So everything wonders so much how they can get pumped like George Perez Wonder Woman. That's cool. That's classic 80s art. That's Joel's favorite artist, George Perez. I got nothing but respect for him. I met him. So we got good old Linda Carter, still MILF for all these years. Gal Gadot, still fine after all these weeks that we've known her. And we have some classic stuff. So the costume design on this 70s Wonder Woman, not too good. It looks like they took a table out to the parking lot and they're like, hey, we're going to film this. But there's all kinds of stuff. There's articles, there's TV shows, there's films. Let's look at the movies and the TV. That's what you guys care about. I don't think there's also the DC Encyclopedia, which we'll check out together in a few minutes too. So I don't really care about diving back in. Let's see what they got. So in movies, they got Superman 1 and 2, Wonder Woman, Superman Shazam. This is good if you guys need to learn about the character. Ooh, Mask of the Phantasm, Green Lantern First Flight. I had a lot of these on Blu-ray. This is what they have, though, in terms of movies so far. They have 20 movies available. I had to just count and do the math. Which is kind of a bullshit number, though, because they have Dark Knight Return Part 1. But then I think somewhere else on the site I saw the entire Dark Knight Returns animated movie. But they have the first 4 Supermans. Eventually, they're going to get the Nolan Batman flicks. It's going to be some fun stuff. And I'm glad I haven't bought any of the newer DC animated features because I can go back and watch them on here. I can check out, like I own Gotham by Gaslight on DVD. It was given to me as a gift. But I can go back and watch, Under the Red Hood was great. I can watch Death of Superman that just came out. It almost keeps you from needing to buy any more Blu-rays or DVDs. Let's see what else they got. Animated series. That's what a lot of people are going to be hooking or getting this for. And you have a whopping 12 animated series so far. I guess it's kind of impressive. You have Justice League, Unlimited, and regular, Batman and Batman Beyond, Superman the Animated Series, Young Justice, Static Shock, the Fleischer cartoons, which are in the public domain, which you could watch for free, but I'm sure they're cool here. Batman Brave and the Bold. I like Batman Brave and the Bold. And they got Good Teen Titans, Super Friends, which I'm probably going to spend way too much time watching, and then Legion of Superheroes, which I've never seen. I didn't even know was a thing. And then finally, I think they got some TV shows that we can look at as well. Series. Let's see what they got in terms of series. This will probably be the lightest aspect. Yeah. So they got George Reeves Superman, Superman serials. I think it's Kirk Allen. Human Target, which I didn't even know was a DC show. Superboy, Birds of Prey, The Adventures of Lois and Clark. Superman, that's the same show. The Flash, Wonder Woman, and Constantine. So if you need a Linda Carter fix this weekend, I'm pretty sure it's on Amazon Prime. But there you go. This is what you got to look forward to on this DC streaming service. So if anyone was curious about pulling the trigger, you now know what's available in terms of that. Original shows, new shows. They have DC animated shorts. Let's see what they got here. This could be fun. I can't watch these on air, obviously. I wish I could. They should let me because I'm essentially advertising for them. But no, that's not how any of this works. I'm surprised they didn't send Ethan a code to do this on his channel because he did work at DC at one point. And there we go, The Spirit from 1986. So it's a nice looking site, and it looks good on mobile. I'll give them that. The mobile app looks very good. I'm not going to get involved with the community aspect because it's going to be just run by the wokest of woke. And let's see what their encyclopedia is one last time. So this is kind of cool. If you have this service, you no longer have an excuse as not to know these characters. So let's look at somebody like Superman. That's new. That's a new image. That's from Superman #1 that just came out a couple months ago. So it tells about his first introduction, his origin, his powers and abilities, team affiliation, appearances in other media. Okay. Lots of them. Lots of them. That's actually kind of cool. Wow. Wow, there's way more Superman video game appearances than I thought. Mortal Kombat versus the DC Universe. That game sucked. Oh my god, that game was terrible. Any perks in audio HD quality? You can get Ultra HD on the digital, the mobile app. Let's see. Cesaria Japan. Thank you very much for your super chat. According to Indicron, hashtag Comicsgate, Aligned Comics have made nearly $2 million in pledges so far. Stealing Solo is in the top 15 books so far. Cool. Yay, top 15. All right. Look it. I'm so busy making the damn thing that I don't sit and count the numbers. Like, I'll get a notification on my phone that says, like, hey, you have another backer on Stealing Solo. And I go, yes, thank you. And then I don't even look to see what the amount is or anything like that. When people ask me questions about the book, I'm more than happy to talk about it. But I'm not really, I'm so happy that it's working and then it's successful, but I don't sit and go like, oh my God, another dollar, another this. No, I'm making the product the best I can. I actually had a dilemma yesterday. I got two guys that I can get to color more pages. Put it like this. I still have a guy that did the Harrison Ford, the image you liked. And then he colored a page and it was okay, but I wasn't happy. So I asked a couple more people and I got a guy from Dynamite Entertainment and then this other guy from Mexico. And both of those turned out so good that I can't decide where I want to go. It's not an issue of price. It's this guy does better backgrounds and clothing detail, but this guy renders the skin better. So it's like, it's some stuff. I'm just so torn. I'm so happy though right now. Let's see. A lot of people are popping up. DC animated movies are amazing. They are. Superman 4, more like Superman 4 recycled footage. That movie's fucking terrible. I finally saw it not too long ago. I remember when Batman the animated or Batman Mask of the Phantasm was heavily marketed in the early 90s. It did have a push. It was a flop though in theaters. They kind of announced it late to the party. Great movie. I got it on Blu-ray. Maybe my favorite Batman film outside of '89. I don't know. Begins is so good too. I don't know. I'll give you guys more of an update on this whole DC streaming service the more and more we get in terms of content. I am going to pick up those Justice League figures. You get exclusive stuff you can buy. Let's look at the shop real quick. Let's see. Did I read all? Okay, so I'm all caught up on the messages. Thank you guys for hanging out with us this morning. What's my favorite console startup intro? Oh, that's a good question. I will go with... I think I still like the original PlayStation. Boom, boom. That's still cool to me. So here we are at the DC Universe shop. I feel like I should have that music play. DC Core Collection. I know they're trying to promote Justice League still. Okay, that Batman the Animated Series shirt is cool. Let's check out the Batman the Animated Series collection. You see, I'm a sucker for this show, guys. The minute they show me something, I go, Batman the Animated Series! Oh! Okay, I don't go, but still, I go, Batman the Animated Series! Yay! That transforming mug is cool. I'm going to make you guys some cool Good Morning Pop Culture stuff this year, so you guys can drink your coffee mugs and do hashtag working and lurking with the show. We got phone cases. That's Robin sweaters cool. Even though Robin sucks and crew neck sweaters suck, I kind of like that. Stainless steel thermal bottle. That's neat. This t-shirt's pretty damn cool. Let's see if we can get one for EVS. Does it go up to a 15X? It goes up to a 2X. Well, I could wear one. A little short, but this is a damn cool shirt. Check that out. So clearly they just photoshopped the action figure picture. Maybe it's not as cool as I thought, because if they were trying to go for, hey, this is the cartoon, you should maybe not draw the elbow joints on the toy. I'm just saying. That might not go over too well with some collectors like me. But I don't want to bitch. I don't want to bring people down. I'm just glad that we get some cool stuff. Maybe you guys should check it out, though. But exclusives are what we're here to check out. So the Justice League action figures are the big exclusive right now. I kind of want these. Aquaman phone case, Aquaman mug, Batman mug, Batman mug. There's a lot of neat stuff on here. I'll give them that. But I'm not going to buy so much of this shit. Maybe for Christmas I'll get this. I like action figures. I love this cartoon. I know a lot of people love it. John Stewart, Green Lantern. Good Green Lantern. A lot of people's first Green Lantern. And Wonder Woman looks legit. Superman's got a tiny head. Batman looks the best. Batman is the best. We have a super chat from our friend, the Rookie Critic. What's up, the Rookie Critic? Rookie Critic says, Jeff just popped in. Stealing Solo is looking cooler and cooler. I miss Ron Perlman as the voice of Slade from Teen Titans. Thanks for the DC update. Rookie Critic, thank you very much for backing Stealing Solo and checking it out. And thanks to everyone who has. Ron Perlman is a great voice actor. I miss Ron Perlman as Hellboy. But maybe this David Warner dude's going to do a fantastic job. I don't really know. Let's see. The DC stuff, the update. Yeah, I just wanted you guys to see it. I try to keep you guys up on stuff so you know what to get, what not to get type of thing. Is the Good Morning Pop Culture stuff going to be free? Well, Ethan and Jeremy sell their stuff on Crypto Fashion. I'm just going to do it myself. So no, the mugs they're products. So no, I'm not going to buy mugs and send them out. That would be crazy. But you can, if you come to Star Wars Celebration, I am bringing stuff to you guys. And you can just have it for all the support you give us. Let's see. How close are you to your next stretch goal on Stealing Solo? Everyone get your copy today. Oh, yeah, I'm really close. What were you, $2,000 and change away? So, some copies. Right now, I'm just trying to beat Squirrel Girl in terms of sales. That's my #1 goal. Let's see. The last day, Raul, is October the 20th. So I'll let you guys know when this coming week will be the 1 month thing, and we'll definitely break it down a little more. Just been in such a whirlwind of like stuff I have to do. You think they'll ever make a sequel to Justice League 27 like they planned? Probably not. Sadly, I'm not saying the movie's perfect, but I don't hate it. I've watched it twice since it came out in theaters. I would go see Justice League 2. I kind of liked the chemistry they had as a group. The only actor I didn't like was Flash. I like Ben Affleck as Batman enough. I like Henry Cavill and Gal Gadot quite a bit. I think they're both good at what they do. I think Henry Cavill was finally getting into the role of Superman when we get to Justice League. That's the weird part, too. Like, he had to die to become Superman that we all know and love. But because the audience didn't get good movies, well, they don't want to wait. Let's see. Yeah, DC changing their stuff is stupid. Let's see, has the best entrance in WWE. I mean, I like The Rock's because it's The Rock and it's exciting, electrifying. And Shawn Michaels has a damn good entrance, but I'll give it to Triple H. Triple H has the best overall. It'll be my Halloween treat. I used to get Halloween treats as a kid too. My mom and I went to Steak and Shake the other night. I took her to dinner. It was right before one of the shows, and they had this pumpkin bucket. And I was like, Mom, remember we used to go to McDonald's and get those pumpkin buckets for trick or treating? She's like, yeah, I remember those. One year she took me out with it to do candy, and it was so small. You filled up in the first 10 minutes. So she drives me back home, gets a giant pillowcase, and then we go right back to where we started. I love Halloween. Jeremy hates Justice League. Well, Jeremy also likes The Force Awakens. So, Jeremy. Nah, he's a good dude. Time to play the game. Triple H is legit. So, let's see. No more DC Universe stuff. I'll check that out in the coming days. I got a really cool woke video to get into. I don't want to give you guys a spoiler yet. I want you to check it out. By the way, folks, make sure you check out the Kathleen Kennedy video. It's okay. It's not doing the numbers we needed to get the next one, but the other one's kicking ass. So maybe I'll just wait until that one hits, because there's something I really want to talk about. Because I know a lot of people want the daily videos, the short-term ones. And you know what? I've been doing it. I'm giving you guys exactly what you want. So thank you for checking those out. Yeah, I love the old McDonald's buckets too. Just a good time. Eating the old McDonald's food, on the other hand. You know what's funny is you can take McDonald's food from the 90s that's sitting somewhere in a vault, pour water on it. It's probably still good to go. Just saying. In before Social Justice League. Yeah, I don't want Social Justice League. I don't want Michael B. Jordan to play everything. Justice League is better than Suicide Squad. Yeah, it is. Suicide Squad may be the worst superhero movie I've ever seen in my entire life. I fucking hate it. I really, really hate it. It's Last Jedi bad. I would rather watch Solo: A Star Wars Story over Suicide Squad. I'm not joking. Do I have a GameCube? Yes, I do. I got a GameCube the first day it came out. My grandma left church early to take me to get a GameCube because that's what I wanted for my birthday that year. So that's what I got. McRib, even worse than Superman 4. I would rather watch Superman 4 than Suicide Squad. I turned off Fan Four Stick, so you may be right. I just never finished it. I can't say it's the worst. Let's see. Suicide Squad was based on Batman Assault on Arkham. I bet you didn't know that. I've seen Batman Assault on Arkham. We watched it down in Florida. Michael B. Jordan is Jeff Hicks. I'm cool with that. I mean, the thing is, I don't really like the movies he's in, but I don't have a problem with him as a person. Like, I'm just not a fan of him being in all this shit because I don't think he's that great of an actor. He's fine, but I don't dislike him as a human. So when I say, man, I don't like Michael B. Jordan, I mean, I don't like his movies or him acting in them. But him existing, he looks like he's living life the right way. So mucho respect to that dude. Can't wait for Michael B. Jordan versus Michael B. Jordan with guest referee Michael B. Jordan this Sunday at Hell in a Cell. Good God Almighty, Michael B. Jordan's taking a beating. I'd rather eat McRibs than watch The Force Awakens to The Last Jedi, but McRibs are delicious. I'd rather eat a McRib than, I don't know, a lot of stuff. If somebody's like, Jeff, here's a fresh McRib, I'm going to take it, and I'm going to eat it on air, and you're going to hear me the whole time as I'm going, yeah, McRib, good. I should do a reaction to Switches Direct, plus put it in the corner with no sound, and you'll be all good. I should. Thing is, I'm gonna watch it. I am gonna watch it for sure. Which Blu-ray copy of the thing do you have? I have both Arrow and the Scream Factory. They also both have different colors. I have the Scream Factory one. I also have the Scream Factory Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 on its way with Eric Freeman, aka Garbage Day, action figure. Who is the best? Oh, WWE villain. I thought he meant the best villain of all time. I was gonna go like, man, the best movie villain is Darth Vader. The best WWE villain of all time would have to go to Vince McMahon. I mean, come on, damn it. He owns the company. Yeah, McRib comes out once a year. I think they put it out when the pork prices go down. The Duke brothers know about pork belly prices. So does, what's his name? Lewis. I almost said Lewis Tully. No, that's from Ghostbusters. That's the wrong Lewis. Winthorpe. Oh, man. Michael B. Jordan is Mr. Terrific or Static Shock. How about Michael B. Jordan? No, not in any more DC or comic book movies. He fucked up massively by playing the Human Torch. Well, he didn't do it. They fucked up by casting him as the Human Torch. And then we have Killmonger, who's dead, thankfully. So no more Michael B. Jordan in superhero flicks. I'm going to put the kibosh on that one personally. Never noticed Doc has a nose ring till I saw the Blu-ray of the thing. Oh, yeah, the picture quality. That's the one reason I do support getting old movies, re-releases, because you get to see new stuff all the time. A new lens, if you will. Yeah, he can be in Creed, and that's fine. Yeah, I didn't forget Black Panther. He played Killmonger. He was a good enough villain. I don't really want to shit on the guy too much, not because I'm afraid to be called whatever. I just don't think he's that bad, but I just don't like him in every fucking thing. He's like Idris Elba. Put him in this. No, don't put him in this shit. Michael B. Jordan doesn't want your social justice bullshit. He's off partying with white women on a boat. There's pictures of it. I'm not making that up. Let him have his boat time. Let him have fun. Stop trying to cast him as bullshit so a bunch of losers on Screen Rant can go, oh, it's so great that we have a man of color playing Superman. No, it's fucking not. It's Superman's an alien from another world. He looks a certain way. If Wonder Woman was blonde, you people would freak the fuck out. People bitched about, they shaved her armpits. You see how fickle some of these people are in the media? They always got something to bitch about and tear apart because it doesn't fit their agenda. The only agenda I have is make it look like it's supposed to, right out of the book. Fix it up, make it more modern if you have to. Michael B. Jordan is back in Chicken Hide. I don't get that joke. I'm sorry. Good morning to you, Mark. You missed A lot of stuff. I was on camera this morning showing some of the mystery box items as well as the DC streaming service. So we kind of peaked. We reached our zenith, and now we're on down to the nadir, the Ralph nadir. Now we're not down to the nadir at all. We'll see what's going on in the world of entertainment news. If they make Michael B. Jordan Superman, I want Megan Fox as Storm. It's only fair. It's only fair. And the world is about equality and fairness. So Black Superman, Megan Fox as Storm. No other actor. Not Tara Reid, not Tiffany Amber Thiessen, just straight up. Just straight up Megan Fox. Damn, superfan Adam Shawhan, you are the man. Thank you very much. 5-time backer. Holy shit, you're going to get 5 copies of the book. Talk to me off air if you want anything special for backing it like that. Who the heck wants Wonder Woman with hairy armpits? That's disgusting. I don't know. No. Why do mainstream pop culture news sites like Collider seem to be all SJW, and how do they have such a large following? Well, the reason they have such a large following, this is an excellent question. The reason they have such a large following is because they're bought and paid for by these companies. I believe one of them is DeFi Media, which was owned by... I got to look into the rabbit hole of that. But they're all just arms of companies. And so they have the money. You can buy views on YouTube. You can buy subscribers. You can buy ad space. It's really easy. I've never spent that kind of money on the channel. We use organic growth. That's why we're almost to 75,000, and we'll hit our goal of 100,000 by the end of the year. We're organic. The people on Screen Rant or Screen Junkies or Collider, all that stuff, are all failed actors that can't really make it too big. Now, you got a couple exceptions. The guys from Cinefix are legit. I like them. They're friends with Chris Jericho. They produce good content on their own. But the reason that Collider and all these people push it is because they're out in Hollywood. They want to be accepted. It's like keeping up with the Joneses. Instead of having a new car like Mick and Tina, you got to get woke as, Billy and Starbeam. So that's how you keep up with the Joneses out in Hollywood, is you get as woke as possible. And when you're as woke as possible and you virtue signal, then these companies, these studios will send you to the press junket and this and that and the other. Even if we weren't called world-class bullshitters, if we had the exact same stance as we do now, we would never get approved for this shit, because it's all about controlling the narrative. And they want to control the narrative in their image and likeness, and that is social justice beyond, above all. So we call it like we see it. That's how these places have, because they play the game, and they, that's it. It's all about the game and how you play it out there. But yeah, I love talking about stuff like that. Seriously, those are interesting questions. Do you think DCEU will go woke in a desperate attempt to survive? I think if DC is smart, they will go traditional, old school. You will get John Hamm as Batman. You'll keep around Henry Cavill, or you keep Ben Affleck. Who knows? But you keep your characters honest and truthful. You don't try to change diversity or change characters for diversity's sake. You don't do anything stupid, because your average film goer doesn't know 20 different versions of Superman or Batman. Your average film goer is going to know classic dark-haired, blue-eyed, buff Superman. Don't change it. If they want to subvert our expectations, go traditional everything. Make a movie like you would have in the 1980s in terms of just traditional roles, and you would subvert expectations, and people would be excited to consume your product. They'd go, oh man, this is great. Don't go woke and change it up. Marvel can go woke and crazy. Sometimes you just want a nice girl. You don't want the one with blue hair that's going to tell you about microaggressions. You just want the one that's like normal. DC could be the normal chick in the situation. Just become normal. Let Wonder Woman do her own thing. Keep on the same path. Don't go woke with Wonder Woman. Let Superman and Batman stay Superman and Batman. And shut the Flash up. And I think you're good. And introduce 3 Green Lanterns. Don't worry about, you got to have the minority Green Lanterns. No, you can have Hal Jordan there, but you can have Jon Stewart join the Justice League. Entertainment, as I know it, is hibernating or dead until this crazy mentality disappears. Yeah, I think a lot of people, the people that are quieter during this era of entertainment, are just writing it out. It's smart. Sometimes you'll have people that get really vocal and political, and it's stupid, and they'll hurt themselves when the tide changes. Everyone will remember the dumb shit Meryl Streep says. Oh, we should forgive Roman Polanski. What? Seriously, no, 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 no. She has basically put her foot in her mouth and kicked through the back of her fucking head. She's done. I can't take her seriously anymore. All 336 of you and all the 337 likes, you won't take her seriously either. Meryl Streep is a joke. You know, keep your pie hole shut, everybody, when it comes to politics if you're an actor, because you can't win. You can't win. Are you sick of all this 80s nostalgia movies with these Bumblebee being the latest movie in the Stranger Things era? Yes and no. Let me tell you why I'm not and why I am. First off, this may be grumpy old Jeff. I was born in 1988. I wasn't alive for 80% of that decade. I like the 80s. I look back, the entertainment was the best, the music was the best, the movies were the best, everything. The 1980s had the best of everything. My big complaint with 80s nostalgia is the people that get into it and then try to act like it's this new hip thing. Oh, 80s nostalgia. Oh, Stranger Things. It's a callback to this. It's a callback to that. No. I like Stranger Things. I have no problem with the show itself. But I don't like the how everything's trying to be like Stranger Things. It worked for it. It was essentially Stranger Things and Goonies rolled up in an R-rated package, and I liked it. But even Stranger Things, I'm getting kind of tired of. I think I'm just tired of the culture around 80s nostalgia as opposed to actual 80s nostalgia, because I like all the stuff. It's cool to watch. I went to see Straight Outta Compton 2 or 3 years ago, and it was a fine movie. What's the first song that plays? Everybody Wants to Rule the World. Kind of a cool callback. Nice to hear that. Yeah, it was a period piece, but it's cool to hear a song I like in a movie. Like Kingsman 2, The Golden Circle. It starts out with Let's Go Crazy by Prince. Another song I really, really enjoy. It's cool to have that kind of stuff in it. It's nice to see throwbacks. But when your entire product is just 80s nostalgia and you don't really have anything else, it really is hollow. I don't ever need to watch Stranger Things season 1 or 2 again. I got the story. The void, the darkness, this happens, Mike, Will, all this other shit. Bob's the superhero we deserve. I think it's slowly dying out. Bumblebee is not going to be the massive hit they think. I'm not trying to piss on anyone's parade. If you're excited for Bumblebee, you're getting that thumbs up that I always talk about giving the camera. You know what? Hold on. Let me just actually give the thumbs up to the camera. So, there's that thumbs up I always tell you guys. There you go. Enjoy your movie. But for me, I ain't going to see it. I think the next wave will be 90s nostalgia, which I plan on laughing at. I say I plan on laughing at it, and then I'll probably get caught up and like, oh my God, Airheads 2. Oh. Camo Black, thank you very much for your super chat. Set a Batman or Superman movie in the 40s. Well, they did that essentially with the animated series where it's very 40s aesthetic, and you can't really tell the time. There's technology, there's computers, there's VCRs and stuff, but they have black and white TVs and old cars like Studebakers and stuff. I think a period piece genre movie could work if they were to do like a Shadow or the Phantom, but with Batman in the 40s, I think you would have a lot of disconnect because so many people, like a Joel, even though Joel's old as shit and knows Batman from many different eras, so many people know these characters in the modern era with all this technology. If you take and do a Batman movie with transistor radios and all kinds of crazy shit from back in the day, I think a lot of people are going to get confused. That might actually hurt Batman more. It would work, I think, with 007, since 007 was a product of the 60s in terms of cinema, and you could just do a callback to that. But I think Batman always needs to be in the current era. Now, Superman, on the other hand, you could do... How about this? How about Superman set in a modern era where Superman himself seems like a relic of the 30s or 40s? You know, he's just very bright, optimistic, happy, smiling, happy-go-lucky. Not this bullshit, dark, depressing Zack Snyder, I hate my life because my dick doesn't work, Superman of Steel movie. Just do something cool, something fun, something bright. We need a Richard Donner Superman in the modern era. It's a dark time in entertainment. Literally, Superman's the only thing that could lift you out in the way you need. Something empowering. They always talk about truth, justice in the American way. Truth, justice in the American way, excuse me. Go for that. Don't worry about offending an audience. Oh, he said American way. Who cares? Superman's an American product created in fucking Ohio. He's on our license plate. Seriously, in Ohio, there are Superman license plates you can get. My mom's boyfriend has them. So don't worry about appealing to that international market. Superman always has, always will. But Let him be what he's always meant to be. Yeah, there was that Dick Tracy movie, and it was terrible. Hated that movie. I saw it as a kid, didn't like it. I hope Oscar Isaac never, ever plays Batman. Let him go do his Ex Machina and all the other bullshit, and we'll take care of the good stuff, Oscar. You go take your Poe Dameron action figure check, and you ride off into the sunset. Godzilla, Spider-Man 2, John Wick 3, and Infinity War 2. All I can think of paying so much so far, or paying for so far. Excuse me, sir. I needed some water. Those movies, I will see all of them. Godzilla for personal viewing, Spider-Man for the channel, John Wick for personal, Infinity War because it's Infinity War 2. My God. I'll do Venom for the channel next 2 weeks, or was it 2 weeks from now? Yeah, we'll do Venom for the channel. God, September's halfway over. Where did this year go? I know I say that all the time, but my God, the more the channel grows, the faster time goes. I mean, it's almost been a month since Horror Hound, where we're hanging out with all the listeners. I miss that. I can't wait till Star Wars Celebration for the next one. Let's see. Good morning. I love Superman, and I agree. We need a true Superman film. We do need a true Superman film. Superman makes everyone feel good. Even if you think he's lame and boring because he has all the powers, well, just, you know what? They made the Superman movie wrong. Go read, what is that one? Superman, Frank quietly drew it. Gary, what's this fucking called? The one where he dies at the end. All-Star Superman. Go read that. Look about the importance of Superman. And then have the big final battle. Have Superman fight a giant robot kaiju style or an alien invasion or something like that. They could. I mean, Warner Brothers owns all of it, so why not? But Mama Latino representation. Well, there's always Zorro. And Zorro kicks ass. We talked about that last week. Antonio Banderas Zorro movie. Oh, man. I could call up Dion right now. He answered like, dude, I'm going to say one movie title. Tell me your honest opinion of it in 30 seconds or less. Zorro from 1998. Dude, Zorro. Oh, man, that's all he's going to say is how much we love that. That's one of those movies you forget you love until you watch it. And then you can show it to anybody of any age, and it'll appeal to everybody. It really is a timeless flick. I fucking love Zorro so much. Superman for all seasons was better, in my opinion. Well, Jesus A. Sabalos Jr., you have a Superman icon, so I'm going to take your word for it. That was Tim Sale, right? He was the artist on there, where Superman looked like a thumb. I have to go back and check it out. I haven't read that in ever or years. I know the story. I think the cover is him in front of the Kent family farm. Latinos have Bane, the baddest of the fucking bad, and then they ruined him in The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, Bane was pretty lame in that movie. Dion loves him. I like him as a joke, a very insincere respect of Bane from The Dark Knight Rises. I'm Gotham's Reckoning. Yeah, sure, yes. That's to me, it's just a joke. He's a joke. Much like Batman is, tell me about the bears and rabbits. Bane is just, seriously, Gary? Pizza? Gotham City's not even known for it. Like, that's it. He's just one big joke. Do I think Homecoming will be like Amazing Spider-Man and people will stop calling it the best Spider-Man movie once they realize it isn't that great? Macho King, I hope. Spider-Man Homecoming is the most overrated Spider-Man flick. I think it stems from two things. First off, a misunderstanding of who Spider-Man really truly is in terms of a character. I don't want to tout myself as the moral authority, but I am a pretty good Spider-Man. I'll call myself a Spider-Man expert. Maybe I haven't read every single issue 10 times, but you know what? I've read it more than any other internet pundit out there that wants to tell you how great, Ultimate Spider-Man is. It's the modern Spider-Man we need. No, fuck off. If you like Ultimate Spider-Man, cool. I gave you that thumbs up. There you go. You heard it again. But no, Spider-Man Homecoming is the most overrated flick. And when you understand what Peter Parker is, who Peter Parker is as a character, his core, his motivations, what Spider-Man means, the truest nature of the character broken down, that movie doesn't have it. That movie is as vapid as any DC flick. It just is wrapped up in an MCU blanket. This whole, I'm Spider-Man, I get all my shit from Iron Man, I got to build into this crap, and Iron Man giving moral lessons to a kid, That doesn't add anything to Spider-Man. They took away the core. With great power comes great responsibility. Uncle Ben is supposed to be the catalyst for him becoming Spider-Man. The guilt that he allowed the villain to escape and Uncle Ben was killed. They took away Spider-Man's origin. He's no longer Spider-Man. He's Iron Man Jr. Where'd you get the spider bite? Blah, 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 blah. Nothing is not even important. No, they took away all the Spider-Man aspects, but it's in high school, just like all the Spider-Man comics. No, the Spider-Man was in high school for 28 fucking books in the original run. Jesus. I just can't wait for the people to realize, look, whenever Tom Holland is replaced as Spider-Man, people will realize how much or how inaccurate he was. Now, I like Tom Holland as Spider-Man himself. Like, he is fine. The person himself does a fine job. I like him in Civil War. I like him in Infinity War. But I don't like Spider-Man Homecoming. I don't like the world they've built for him. I don't like the cast of characters. I don't like Zendaya at all. Go away, Zendaya. You're not welcomed here on my screen. Grendel-fan84, thank you very much. Watch the original Silent Zorro film with Douglas Fairbanks, the greatest and most natural sword fighting you'll ever see. I'll have to check it out, dude. You have my phone number, so you can always text me to remind me that. I want to watch more good stuff. I always say on the channel, guys, I'm watching something new each week. So maybe I'll see if Zorro is available on Amazon streaming or if it's on YouTube or something, and I'll check it out. I like sword fighting. Yes, I said that. And I mean with actual swords, not the kendo slice style. My Bane voice is better than Tom Hardy's. Thank you. It's very easy. You just talk into your head like this and hold your nose while you're speaking. I should introduce myself as Bane on more shows now. Welcome to Good Morning Pop Culture. If you don't listen, you'll die. For those reasons, I'll never watch Homecoming. If you don't watch it, you're not missing out. There's nothing that is really built upon in that movie. It's the most inconsequential MCU flick. The Russo brothers got Spider-Man right, but Homecoming screwed him up. Yes. Yes, they did. I think also, too, Spider-Man as a character is misrepresented in media. And what I mean is, up until about, 2010, they were doing Spider-Man okay. Yes, Spider-Man One More Day is a bad storyline. But then all of a sudden, Spider-Man's serious side disappeared, and now he just became one big joke. He's like Deadpool light. If you want that kind of irreverent humor every 5 seconds, go read a Deadpool book. Yes, Spider-Man makes jokes, but it wasn't every 5 seconds. There's no gravitas to the Spider-Man stories anymore. You could not tell the death of Jean DeWolf in a Marvel comic book today. And if you don't know what that is, it's a story about a female cop named Jean DeWolf, and she's murdered, and Spider-Man, in his black costume, is on the hunt for the killer. Fantastic story arc. Kraven's Last Hunt. You couldn't tell a Spider-Man story like that. Now they fucked up Spider-Man. There's the Spider Totem shit, which came out a couple years before what I'm talking about. And there's the Spider-Verse. There's 20 different Spider-Men. There's Spider-Gwen. There's Spider-Ham, which has been around since, 84, but still. There's all these different Spider-Man variants that are stupid. And then there's these multi-universal things. They just keep ruining Spider-Man and taking away his importance, his specialty. The Clone Saga wasn't able to take away the importance of the single Spider-Man, but somehow they've done that nowadays. And Spider-Man's a joke. He's not worth your time or your money. Salvador, thank you very much. Jeff, good morning. 2 questions. How do you feel about Left Foot Media's video regarding The Last Jedi, and have you stopped uploading your daily live streams? I do not know who Left Foot Media is, so if you want to give me a follow-up as a message, I'll answer that. I don't know. And if I stopped uploading the daily live streams, no, they're here. The thing is, the way a YouTube algorithm works, when you upload a video, if you have a stream go up right after it, the video basically gets buried, and we're trying to, grow the channel. So the live streams go right over to iTunes and Podbean for free. So after you listen to these, you can go and listen there. They're there for free forever. They don't go away. I don't charge. I don't do anything different. They're just a higher quality recording of the exact show we have in the morning. Grindle-fan84, thank you very much. As much as I don't like Linkara / Atop the Fourth Wall, where Bad Comics Burn, he did a great video on Spider-Man One More Day and how it's the worst Spider-Man story ever. Man, ever? I've read worse Spider-Man stories. I have. And it's not the superior Spider-Man, because I thought that one was okay. They're crappier Spider-Man story arcs. The one where he basically, when he takes over Parker Industries and becomes Tony Stark, is way more offensive than Spider-Man One More Day. Because at least One More Day, okay, the build up to One More Day is Civil War, the original Marvel Civil War, and it is cool. Spider-Man is guilted into Tony Stark to reveal his secret identity, and that gets Aunt May shot. And then so Spider-Man goes rogue, rejoins Captain America's side, puts on the black suit, hunts down the assassin. It's involved. He goes to the Kingpin, who hired the hit. He beats the shit out of the Kingpin in jail, and then Aunt May dies, and then Mephisto appears and makes a deal. Well, essentially, actually, it's not even Spider-Man that makes the deal with the devil. It's Mary Jane, because Spider-Man says no, 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 and Mary Jane goes, "We'll find each other again." And so that's what happens. There are shittier Spider-Man stories. Believe me, I've read almost all of them in terms of Amazing Spider-Man, and they get shitty. They get shitty. Did I see the new Doctor Who trailer? It literally is shattering the glass ceiling with the word "it's about time." I'm never gonna fucking watch it. Fuck Doctor Who. Fuck, seriously, the BBC can go fuck itself. The Great British Bake Off's about the only thing I'll watch that country produces on television. Some company in Canada is making an Antifa comic book. Thoughts? I know. Here's not a thought. Here's a no. I know I won't buy it. Stop trying to make money from being on that side of the wokeness. They don't spend money on shit. They don't have the money to spend it on shit. They're worried about other crap. People that have the money don't fall into that ideological category. Just saying. And that's not always true. But I'm just saying the lower end stuff that you're trying to market to these people, you're going to get all the praise you want on social media. You can get all this praise on social media, but you don't have the numbers. Like somebody told me, Stealing Solo is like number 15 for all the Comicsgate books, which is awesome. Nobody's writing about it. People are writing about Cyberfrog and shit like that. But they can write about your Antifa book, but at the end of the day, it's about outselling Squirrel Girl or Carol Manders or America Chavez, the 3 most offensive Marvel books. Let's see. Oh, we got somebody with a Spider-Man icon talking about making jokes. Yeah, I understand that Spider-Man makes jokes because he's afraid, and he also makes them to distract people. But Spider-Man, not every word was joke, pop culture reference, joke, joke. Go back and read some of the classic Stan Lee, Steve Ditko stuff, and then watch how the character evolves. He essentially evolves in a very logical way up until about 5 years ago in the comics, where he just becomes insufferable. And I'm just like, this isn't Spider-Man anymore. So I put the book down, maybe for good. They pirate shit. Yeah, that's true. What about Gordon Ramsay? Gordon Ramsay is interesting. If you watch the British Gordon Ramsay shit, he's a lot nicer than he is on the American show. So I watch the British Gordon Ramsay because he seems more real. It's an act here in America. Reality shows in America are fucking fake. They're fake everywhere. But I like British Gordon Ramsay shows more. The new Doctor Who is all about beating you over the head with feminism. Well, I'm going to wear my hard hat, and I'm going to walk the fuck away. G Snaps, thank you very much for your super chat. Have you ever seen the 1981 classic Zorro the Gay Blade? I have not. Let me Google that to see if I have. I feel like I've heard of that though. Zorro the Gay. Nope, I've never seen it. It's a meme. Let's see. Zorro the Gay Blade. Oh, wait, no. Maybe I should watch it. It stars Cecil. Let's see. What is the score on Rotten Tomatoes? Zorro, the Gay Blade, has a 43% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it has a 70% audience score. In this spoof, Don Diego Vega, George Hamilton, follows in his father's footsteps as he dons the identity of Zorro in an attempt to defend the weak and innocent from the ravages of evil. However, when Vega falls victim to a debilitating injury, it's up to his gay twin brother, Bunny Wigglesworth, to take up the mask and sword. Oh my God. Let's see who's in this movie. So we got George Hamilton, Lauren Hutton, Brenda Vaccaro, Ron Lieberman, Donovan Scott, and James Booth. Okay, you sold me on this one. Holy shit. I'm going to watch this movie. Let me take a screenshot of this. Sexy, zany, sensational, George Hamilton and Zorro the Gay Blade. I gotta see this fucking movie. This sounds awesome. This Sounds awesome. Let's see. My least favorite or memorable Spider-Man game. My least favorite one that I ever played was Spider-Man. I was on Xbox 360. What was it? One? Not Shattered Dimensions. I like that one. Web of Shadows. That game sucked. We got a spin-off in Canada of the Great British Baking Show. It sucks. Yeah, spin-offs of British shows don't really work too well anymore. I saw Zorro in the Gay Blade Theater. That's how old I am. Oh, well. That's okay. With age comes wisdom and good taste. People are excited. They're like, yeah, won't be disappointed. Let's see. Shattered Dimension is the best Spider-Man game. That's a good one. I'll go Spider-Man 2. One I showed you guys earlier on the stream. Yeah, now you remember Web of Shadows. The game blows, man. I wanted that the first day it came out. It got delayed. I bought it. It sucked. I paid $10 for it. Jeff, as a 007 fan, what do you think of Archer? I think highly of Archer. I think it's a good show. I haven't watched the last 2 seasons due to time issues, but from what I've watched, I like Archer. There's only one weird thing I dislike about Archer. It's the animation and the way they nod people's head to the side. I hate how that looks. It just looks so weird, and they do it a lot. Archer's a very cheaply made show, but I still enjoy it. It's funny. It's all about the writing, not the art. Have I played Spider-Man for PS4? I have not. My PS4 has not been turned on in 5 months, maybe 6. It's just in an office or in my back room, just sitting there, not even plugged in. I have to dust off the system. Which DC Universe show are you most looking forward to? Batman the Animated Series in high def. That's my honest to God answer. I don't care about anything new they produce. I don't watch these streaming services for new content. It's for a nice, convenient way to watch old content. I, too, loved every voice cameo in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. We had Daniel Barnes. That was cool. There was the old dude from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, as well as Neil Patrick Harris. And was it Josh Hutcherson? No, whoever did Spider-Man and Ultimate Spider-Man. That was cool. Brandon Moist is here, everybody. Brandon Moist. Got the latest Walking Dead comics. Comics are better than the show. Yes, comics are much better than the show. Brandon Moist, we'll have you on for your Walking Dead stream in October. I'm going to make sure Nick's available. It's going to have to be on a weekday, though, because Nick has weekend plans every weekend in October. And I want to make sure that you get the full Walking Dead world-class bullshitters experience. Jeff, have you seen Ozark? Alec Munoz, thank you for your super chat. I hate Ozark. Ozark was one of the worst Netflix original series I ever watched. I talked about it last year when season 1 came out. I raged and ranted on that show, back when nobody really listened to this channel. That show is so fucking dumb. It's every Netflix show is the husband's an idiot or the wife can cheat on you, but because you weren't there emotionally, you're wrong. Fuck that show. Fuck everybody in that show. I normally like Jason Bateman. He can go fuck himself too. Excuse me for all the F-bombs, but when Ozark season 2 hit my Netflix, I couldn't hit thumbs down quick enough. I don't want to watch that show. I hate it with a passion. It's Kmart Breaking Bad. You want to watch a show about a dude who gets into some illicit shit and has to juggle a family? Watch Breaking Bad. 10 times better. Better acting, better actors, everything. Just a much better show across the board. More engaging. It's fun. It's not cheap. Netflix produces cheap, shitty content. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Adam Wofford, thank you very much for your super chat. Zorro 98 is the best Star Wars movie. Zorro 98 is the best movie of 1998. Maybe one of the best movies of the entire decade of the 90s. Fucking love that movie. Fantastic. Season 2 is not good, says Alec Munoz as well. Well, Alec, I'm glad you let me know. I wasn't going to watch it. The only moment I liked of season 1 was the end where they accidentally killed that dude. Other than that, that show is just hot shit. Not even that hot. Netflix is extremely woke. I don't like it at all. I just kind of keep it out of habit now. Maybe that's their game plan. But to be fair, Dan uses my Netflix subscription and I use this WWE subscription. Very few things trigger Jeff as bad as Ozark. You damn right. Very few things indeed. I can't. I fucking hate that show. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry to keep screaming at it at my microphone. If I could punch a television show in the face, it would be Ozark. I would just beat it repeatedly with my fist. I've never been so angry. I hate watched till the end because I got so far into it. I hated the redneck, the Appalachian Americans. I hated them, the wife, the kids, everybody. The only thing that wasn't offensive was the Mexican boss guy, the drug dealer that he laundered the money for. That dude was cool, and he bit the bullet. So the only thing I found decent dies. Yeah, you should switch to Hulu or Amazon Prime. I don't know. What depends on what you're looking for in terms of your back catalog of content. Jesus, my wife watches The Fosters on Netflix. It makes the Ozark seem like Breaking Bad. Well, hey, if your wife watches what she watches, more power to her. But I say fuck Ozark. That's all I can say. Personally, using the term Appalachian American is absolutely stupid. Call us what we are, rednecks or hillbillies. Well, duh, it's stupid. It's a joke. I say it because it pisses off Kendo. It triggers Kendo. Appalachian American, wouldn't it be technically Appalachian? Appalachian is even just an extreme pronunciation of it. It just triggers Kendo. You watching Better Call Saul? I'm not. I haven't seen any episodes of that. I'm behind on any TV show. I did watch Iron Fist just because. Jeff, have you ever watched Norseman? Hilarious Danish spoof of Vikings. I've watched the entire series 3 times in the last year. I have not even heard of it. Is it on Netflix or Hulu or Amazon? Because I'll watch it if it is. I always need a good laugh. I want to watch that vampire movie, What We Do in the Shadows. That's on my instant queue still. Let's see. Oh, my God. Saul is all right. Somebody draw Jeff punching Ozark. Shit, I can draw it myself. Take it down to the basement, Reservoir Dog style, and cut its ear off. Yeah, Iron Fist 2 sucks as well. I wanted it to be better than it was. I like Colleen. I hate Joy Meacham. My God, you talk about a terrible fucking human being of a character. And then how does she get her comeuppance? She falls down and hits her head. She was thrown off a damn balcony, and she doesn't even die. Like, when she woke up in the next episode, I went, oh, God, no. Please die. But no. We can't let any of these really shitty individuals die. No one gets their comeuppance. You know, even Darth Vader, who redeems himself in Return of the Jedi, dies because he's done all these terrible things, and the bad guy has to go. He has to bite the bullet. Okay, we got somebody saying Vikings, Norseman. Okay, so Norseman is on Netflix. Just 6 episodes, sadly. Well, I will watch all 6 episodes. I watched the live-action Warcraft movie, and I'm not quite sure, but apparently there was going to be a sequel based on the second game, but that's unlikely. Warcraft. Oh, yeah, that's that one with the big green thing. I was thinking of StarCraft. I'm like, they made a StarCraft movie? How to watch that? No, not Warcraft. How does fucking Ultimate Spider-Man have a better Iron Fist than this show? Well, remember, there are different agendas to produce all this content. Marvel Netflix shows are to make the men look stupid, and they need these things. The guys get the superpowers. The women need to be the moral superiors to the superheroes. And it works with, like, Claire Temple and Luke Cage because he's invincible, and therefore he doesn't think of things like that. But Danny Rand, I don't like his relationship with some of the people in his life. Daredevil's doing well, and I love the Punisher because he just doesn't give a fuck. Give me more Punisher. Give me more John Wick. Give me more old school action heroes. Balls to the wall, guns ablazing action. You need to check out a Netflix show called Dark. It's a Russian show, but they dub it, and it's really good. It starts off slow, but the end payoff is just amazing. All right. Well, hold on. Let me pull out my phone and add it to my instant queue. I'm not above taking suggestions. Zora the Gay Blade is high on my list. I'm going to look for that movie today and see if it's available somewhere to watch. I really, really want to see that. I'll watch it with my mom. She'll get a laugh out of that. We watched The Goods not too long ago, and she's like, yeah, I needed to laugh. And we did, and it was good. The Goods were good. Let's see. Dark. God damn it, Netflix. Who is Vois Mikhail? Okay, add to list. I'm checking it out. Any episodes that had the Meachams in it was bad. Yeah, Brad, I agree, but I did like Ward a little more this time. I kind of wanted to see Ward get his shit together, and then his sponsor that he knocked up, man, I didn't see that coming. I have never played Warcraft. You know what they should call the next DC film? World's Finest. Well, the Radical Jawa, I say they should call the next DC film canceled. No, I want to see more DC movies. I want more good comic book stuff. It's not about a brand pride. Marvel movies aren't better because they're Marvel movies. There's better made movies. The moment when you tuck it back and say Appalachian Americans rather than rednecks or hillbillies. Oh, there's no tucking back. Appalachian Americans is a slap in the face to sensibility. I'm trying to see. Have I ever watched Sons of Anarchy? I have not. Luke Cage season 2 is better than season 1, but you're right. Daredevil was the only one good from start. Daredevil seasons 1 and 2 are fantastic. Season 3 comes out, what, October? Is it this year that it comes out? They're really kind of pushing these out quick this year. Grendel Fan 84, thank you very much for your super chat. If you ever want to see a prototype Lex Luthor show, watch Boss with Kelsey Grammer. Only 2 seasons, but arguably the greatest in his career. Is that on here? I'm going to check that out. Oh my God, Claustoric. Happy belated birthday. I survived last night. Now I'm working and lurking. Well, if you're able to send in a message at 9:36, you didn't do it up right. Hopefully you go out and party it up again tonight. It's Friday. I don't know if you have a family or responsibilities on a Saturday, but go out and have some more fun, man. It never hurts. As long as you're not driving. Okay, so Boss is not on Netflix, but The Boss Baby is, as well as Undercover Boss and PJ Masks. It's a show so dumb. And again, I'm not a child. Bring back the Rocketeer. Well, you are getting back the Rocketeer with a black girl based in the 1950s. That is happening. So you're going to get your wish. You're going to get the Riri Williams of the Rocketeer. And I'm not joking. Oh, it's on Amazon. Okay, I have Amazon. Thank you to Kendo, so check it out. Used to be on Netflix. Oh, okay. Man, it's already 9:37. You talk about a quick show. I loved doing the camera segment. I know you guys got something different this morning, so I always want to keep it fun and interesting here on World Class Bullshitters. Good morning, pop culture. So 2 years ago today, folks, a very tragic thing happened. Nick and I reviewed the original Blair Witch Project. Now, have we all seen the Blair Witch Project? Because I'm of a mind to make some mookie. Actually, no. I'm of a mind to say that the Blair Witch Project is the most overrated but perfectly marketed film. It's all hype and no substance. And those types of movies piss me off. Found footage movies are fine. I don't need to watch a found footage flick and go, how did they get the footage? Blah, blah, blah. No, I like the framing of a found footage flick. But I thought the Blair Witch Project was just so unwatchable. And now when we get to the modern era of 2018, where movies can be made on your cell phone, and Blair Witch is just, I know it's a relic of an older time, I'm not knocking it, but it's just so hard to watch it. You get sick almost from watching it. Wait, EA is now under criminal investigation for loot boxes. Oh, like more? Or is it in the US? Let's see. EA loot box. Is there anything new on the news? I know the Quartering covered it the other day. I got a Quartering style video coming out soon, guys, so be prepared for that. Oh, they're being investigated over Europe. Let's see. So this comes from Cinema Blend. EA reportedly being investigated over loot boxes in Europe. Loot boxes have become a hot button topic in more than just gaming after Electronic Arts tried to have DICE implement the premium loot box system into Star Wars Battlefront 2. A lot of gamers, Star Wars fans, and parents rebelled. Ha! Even going as far to directly contact Disney and local lawmakers about the issue. After regional gambling commissions caught wind of it, some of them began enforcing gambling laws that require companies to register a gambling license in order to provide gambling services to the public. Companies like EA did not want to register for a gambling license, but still wanted to include loot boxes into games like FIFA, which caused the company to run afoul of lawmakers, and now the publisher is being investigated by the authorities in certain European countries. Boom! Spiked it. fuck you, EA. The news originated from the Dutch media outlet Metro, but Eurogamer provided an English translation of the event, which reveals that the Belgian government has reportedly launched a criminal investigation into Electronic Arts after the company refused to remove premium loot boxes from games like FIFA. Originally, the Belgian Gaming Commission labeled the games containing premium loot boxes as illegal due to them relying on spending real money to earn a chance to being awarded with a prize. The fact that the prize is random and not directly what the consumer may have wanted to purchase, it means you're basically playing a slot machine or roulette in hopes of gaining an item you want. Belgium and the Netherlands specifically listed games such as Overwatch and Dota 2 as the offenders of this unlawful practice, along with NBA 2K and the FIFA series. 2K games recently and reluctantly removed the loot boxes from NBA 2K, while Blizzard and Valve also adhered to the policy prohibiting those from Belgium and the Netherlands from accessing the loot boxes in their games. Oh my God. Actual casinos and online gambling organizations have to get a license to operate. Oh my God. This is hilarious. So, folks, this is what happens with greed. Gordon, wow, I wanted to call him Gordon Bombay. Then I wanted to call him Gordon Ramsay. But Gordon Gecko says greed is good. That is wrong. With EA, greed is stupid because now they're going to shut themselves out of 2 European markets. And eventually, this is going to set a precedent for other places across the world. So EA can try to double down with all their garbage, but they're going to put themselves out of business because they're goddamn greedy. You know what? Charge $60 for a game, make it the best, and hope for it. Don't try to do some loot box shit. You know you're screwed when both parents and gamers are mad. That is very true. That is very true. Star Wars has been murdered left, right, and center. Poor Star Wars. They deserve it. Criminal investigation. Yeah. That's what it says. Let me make sure. Let me check out. Yeah, certain investigated. Probably not criminal, but it says being investigated by authorities in certain European countries. Loot boxes are just dumb. We live in an era where we're sold incomplete products. As, technology gets better, we get less and less of an experience. Yes, all we wanted to do was just play a video game, and they take that away from us. They try to sell us loot boxes and all that other dumb shit. It's like every form of entertainment. It's like we're being set up for something bigger. Every form of entertainment is sucking ass. If it's not sucking ass in the comic book industry, it's sucking ass in the video games. The TV shows are woke and stupid, and the toys are falling off the shelves because they're overstocked because nobody wants their garbage. All entertainment is in the toilet right now. And it's all like planned to be this way. It's not like all of a sudden we just one day woke up and thought, fuck everything, it all sucks. It's not like that South Park episode where it sounds like shit. It's everything changed over the last 2 to 3 years. We'll start in 2015 when shit started getting woker and woker because that was post Gamergate. And now we're in 2018 and stuff is just unbearable. You have to get stuff from other parts of the world for higher quality stuff. If you want a good toy, you got to import it from Japan or Hong Kong. You want a good movie? Well, maybe you should watch something independent or something produced in another country. You want a good video game? You got to go the indie route or get something old and retro from Nintendo. Why are we having such a problem with creating good content anymore? The smaller channels get it. The smaller, sources get it. I listen to great podcasts all the time. I listen to the Rock and Roll Twilight Zone. I listen to Talk as Jericho. I listen to all these shows that produce great, engaging entertainment and that hook your imagination. I produce this show. I'm very proud of what we do here. We have a very strong fan base, a very engaging fan base, a group of very rabid, dedicated people. I just don't get why big companies wouldn't want that. If I could have the same percentage of rabid fans that we do now, but on a scale of like Disney Star Wars, people couldn't buy the shit quick enough from me if that was the case. I mean, all you got to do is get a good product and be respectful to the people that buy it or want to buy it. Entice them, give them something cool, show them a nice teaser, and then be respectful. Don't, for example, I'm making Stealing Solo, I'm selling it to the world. I would never start talking down to people like Patrick Soderlund from the EA debacle with DICE and Battlefield. that's bad business. That's stupid. People would just not want to support the product because, oh, they're douchey. EA's douchey. They make bad shit and they make it douchily. Escapism, this is a Primarch Sanguinis. Excuse me for butchering that. Primarch Sanguinius. Are you the High Reclusarch Grimaldus? Did you change your name? Because they don't think that escapism is supposed to be fun. They think it's supposed to be political. No. They're politics. They're the politics of people who aren't as smart as they think they are, and they don't get it. I don't want to keep harping on The Legend of Zelda or Nintendo or Japanese games, but I feel like they get it. It's nice escapist fun. I can act like I can be Link. I can run around the forest. I can shoot shit with my bow and arrow and have a good time. I can just get away from the real world. Grand Theft Auto. I think Grand Theft Auto is the perfect combination of politics and a video game because it makes fun of everything. If you go back and you listen to stuff from the San Andreas era, they make fun of court shows and Dr. Phil and stuff, and it's very extreme. It's very good satire. Nowadays, it's like they forgot the creative bone. The creative people moved up into other jobs, and so this new era of creative people, in quotation and creative, they're not that good. They're not that fun. They're not that smart. There is no escapism anymore. Everything is political. Yeah, that sucks. Well, that's why we don't get too into politics here on the channel. I know we talked about the European Article 13. We talked about 9/11 on Tuesday, but that's about it. Salvador, thank you very much. The difference is you appeal to people with refined palates where major companies try to appeal to the lowest common denominator. I guess that is the case. I'm glad that people think I appeal to refined palates. I'm just being me. At the end of the day, I'm being me. I'm producing stuff I think people will get a kick out of in terms of laughing or, giving you something deeper, like on the Kathleen Kennedy video where we talk about Lauren Schuler Donner and the fact that Kathleen Kennedy has given herself an award. That's what we try to do. I just try to, give you what I'd want to consume. Hopefully GTA knocks it out of the park. I hope GTA 6 knocks it out of the park as well. If GTA 6 goes woke, I will cry on camera. I will mundane Matt it up for all of you. I can't believe they ruined Grand Theft Auto, my favorite series ever. I'll do that. I'll ham it up and we'll go viral and everyone can say, look at that guy crying over Grand Theft Auto. It's not even out yet. And I'll just laugh back and say it was a joke. It was a joke. Bigger the audience, less creativity in most cases. See, I could have an audience of, we have 334 people? We could have 334,000 people watching and wouldn't change the show. I believe that there are more people out there that haven't found us, but once they do, they'll definitely realize what's going on. See, we're the opposition's worst nightmare. A brother with a badge, no. In reality, we would just make people think and question stuff. And, for example, when I showed the action figures, I would have said to you, if I was a shill channel or a channel that's trying to get all the set, get the whole set so you can collect Sauron, the greatest character, blah, 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 blah. And instead of telling you how great Sauron is and the fact that you need to buy everything, I just said, well, I like Cable, or I like Bishop, and I like Omega Red. And, if you like the rest, get them for you. If not, I'm not going to, type of thing. Like, I tell you why and what I think of Sauron. I'm not fake about a lot of stuff. And anything, really, on this channel. I give you guys my honest opinions. GTA 5 made $500 million with microtransactions. Yes, they did. But I didn't spend a single dime to play Grand Theft Auto Online, and I had a fantastic time. So maybe there are microtransactions, but the game was not dependent upon it. Let's see. The price of games or why I don't play them anymore. Thankfully, SJWs will never touch anime and manga. Well, what was that show that the Crunchyroll was making, that really poorly made cartoon? I just don't think the Japanese audience, people in Japan will just be like, this is stupid American shit. We're not going to do this. And I'm fine with that. They can make fun of us in that regard. Superfan Adam Shawhan, you make people feel not alone when they don't agree with the crazy that's going on. Thank you, Superfan Adam Shawhan. Yeah, you don't have to buy into the narrative, be it political, entertainment, social. Be yourself. I try to break it down as clear as possible about how I feel and let you know there is an opposite to, everybody likes The Force Awakens. Well, that's not true. It's called High Guardian Spice. Okay. There we go. The GTA also made millions of microaggressions too. Good. They can make a billion microaggressions. Grand Theft Auto is the funniest game series ever. I have a 9-hour MP3 on my old phone of all the talk radio from Grand Theft Auto, and I laugh. In Japan, you can buy a pair of used panties in a vending machine like a can of Coke. I have heard that before. Joel has bought those before. You, EVS, and Jeremy are pioneering a great movement in the fandom menace. Thank you, guys. Thank you for that. Nathan, thank you very much for your super chat. You'd like the new Spider-Man game. I'm sure I would, Nathan. And I'm sure I will when I eventually play it. It just right now is not the right time. I could go dust off the old PS4, take it into another room, hook it up, and play it, but then I'd be like, oh shit, I didn't get this page done and off to the colorist. So I will. I'm sure I'll like it. It looks fun. I like Spider-Man. The original costume. I told you guys the entire time, if the original suit's in the game, I'll buy it. Original suit, you start out with that. I hate the new deluxe suit. I'll never buy any piece of merchandise based on it. Be yourself, don't go work or broke, end up like Snoke. Shit, I'll never go woke. I'm me. I always call this wokeness like I see it. Stupid. Let's see what else we got. When you dust off the old... When you dust it off, add Metalhead on PSN. I will. Metallihead, excuse me. Or no, that's Metalhead with 3 L's. Okay. I can do that. I'd love to play some video games with you guys, some video games, dust it off, have some fun on a Friday or Saturday night. Have I ever heard of the Wild Card superhero book series written by, and amongst others, George R. R. Martin? I've never heard of that. No, I have not. I apologize. Jeff, Spider-Man is extremely cucked and all the characters are woke. You will not enjoy the game. I'm disappointed. I would jokingly say, how can you guys make me hate something I love? But Marvel has done it already many a times. Star Wars has done that too. Barbarella Alpha. Japan shouldn't let Hollywood adapt their content. Japan should make films based on their anime manga. Hollywood should fuck off. I think, though, it's all about the money at the end of the day. And if somebody comes to you and says, we want to adapt Ghost of the Shell, here's $50 million, or, well, they didn't pay $50 million, but whatever they paid to adapt it, I'm sure the creators look at it and go, well, yeah, that's why they made Dragon Ball, the movie they did. It was terrible with Justin Chatwin and Chow Yun-fat and James Marsters. Woke is the worst type of heel. They're the best type of heel because in wrestling, a heel always gets their comeuppance unless they're Stephanie McMahon. I hate to say it, but if there was a woke wrestler and Roman Reigns was the opposition, I would cheer Roman Reigns. Yeah, I said it on air. See you later, folks. Cesare Japan, thank you very much for your super chat. Team Ninja has been ruining Dead or Alive 6 by removing the jiggle physics on advice of esports and their U.S. office. SJWs have infected Japan. Well, fuck it. If you mess with the titties, you mess with my emotions. So the fact that there's no jiggle physics in these games, it's part of Japanese culture. It's a joke. It's funny. Not everything needs to appease the fucking weirdos that play video games. You know what? The best thing that could ever happen to entertainment for all of us is for this show to get really, really, really big. And we have an IP that people want to adapt because I hate to say it, I'm the type of dude that I'll tell somebody to fuck off to their face. They're like, well, it's insensitive to have, this cup size in the character. I'll say, you know what? Somebody else will buy it. I don't give a shit about this small thing. You don't want to take away the artistic integrity of something great like that. 5 people that want to complain that the boobs jiggle in a video game, boobs jiggle in real life. That's a fact of life. I'm sorry, this isn't Star Wars. We're not going to tape down the tits with gaffer tape. You got to deal with that stuff, guys. I'm so sorry. Just deal with it. You're not going to never fall into social pressure in that regard. You know what that means? It's worth getting Dead or Alive 1 to 5. I had Dead or Alive, was it 4 for the Xbox 360? Whatever Dead or Alive was popular on the Xbox 360, I had that one. That was fun. I played the hell out of that game quite a bit. I still love walking around bookstores. I like places like Williams-Sonoma. Can't afford anything, LOL. But oh, sorry, you're talking to Herpicus McDurpington. I'm like, I love Williams-Sonoma. Sure, I don't want to spend $400 on a knife, one knife, but I still enjoy going in there. I like Dead or Alive. I'm a woman. Boobs don't trigger me. It's ridiculous. The feminists just don't want men to have fun. Probably the case. But the funny thing is, these crazy woke feminists and these cucked out dudes, they're basically cutting themselves off from procreation. Because one of the number one things, at least I look at in somebody like a woman, is like, you got to have fun with them. I'm not going to go be talked down to by some evangelical, douchey feminist type person. I'm not. People are just going to walk away from them. They'll have their little social circles of, they're like-minded individuals, and they can just kick their feet in a circle. Yeah, fuck the patriarchy. But when it comes time to, like when Jennifer in the group decides that she's fed up with this and she wants, a life and a new job and moves out and meets Brad and all this other stuff happens, well, then that group gets smaller and smaller. And that's how crazy cat ladies are formed. Nathan, thank you very much for your super chat. I hate SJW wokeness and was minimally there. It was minimally there in Spider-Man. Excuse me. Let me re-say that. I didn't drink any coffee this morning. I'm kind of out of it. I hate SJW wokeness and it was minimally there in Spider-Man. Doesn't hurt the main cast or story. Okay. Well, I'm still gonna play the game around Christmas. If it goes super cheap on Black Friday, I'll buy a copy and then hold off until my Christmas break. I'm gonna take a little bit of a Christmas vacation from the channel. All of you should too. Maybe we'll do. You know what? We'll take a Christmas vacation from early morning streams and stuff. But what we'll do is we'll do some Twitch stuff for the channel around Christmas. What I think is funny is that other nations look at this mentality as a joke, because it is a joke. Your average everyday American over here thinks it's stupid. I talked to my cousins, both women, who think this shit is stupid. I'm not really looking for this. The thing is, it's the internet that allows this SJW nonsense to continue and go on and on and on. Once these people find a new cause, or once these people have to go into the real world and look for stuff to do, their diversity shit doesn't get them money in the real world. Their wokeness doesn't pay for rent or buy them food. You can bitch online all day, but that doesn't pay the bills. You've earned it, Jeff. We can do a Christmas vacation watch party, though. Oh, we can. Here's the thing. The Christmas break isn't going to be a break from the channel, like where there's nothing. It's like there's not going to be Good Morning Pop Culture for a little bit. We'll do some night streams. We'll do some night shows. We'll have fun around the holidays, and everyone's spirits are high and their credit cards are maxed out. Believe me, World-Class Bullshitters loves Christmas. We don't say Happy Holidays. We say Merry Christmas. Why? Because we all celebrate Christmas, including Nick, who's a Samoan. So this is a Christmas-friendly channel. And if you celebrate Hanukkah or Kwanzaa, well, we will wish you a happy Kwanzaa or a happy Hanukkah on those appropriate days. Christmas vacation movie live stream. Make it happen. All right, it's already happening. It's already happening. Let's see. I'm a Christian and I don't complain about boobs and jiggle physics, but these SJWs try to sell their wokeness like it's some kind of religion. It's something. It's something crazy, I know a lot of religious people. Well, I've known a lot of religious people, and none of them were as uptight as these crazy woke SJWs. Believe me, I've been to these like church barbecues with people, and jokes come out and all kinds of stuff. So the crazy, I won't say evangelical ones, the crazy woke ones, the wokeness is dangerous. SJWs are mad at Spider-Man PS4 because guess what? He helps the police. I heard about that earlier in the week. Another reason why I want to play the game. Spider-Man has always been the defender of what's right and good. You want Spider-Man to be a militant cuck? Go play any other go make your own Spider-Man game. Go make your own video game. Go create your own hero. Wait 50 years. Let him get his own video game for the PlayStation 4, and then make him a cucked out anti-police message superhero. Take the time, build a character. Don't turn Spider-Man into your own fucking dreams. Hate those people. Spider-Man dares to help cops? Yes, he does. Is your house on fire, Clark? Don't throw me down, Clark. Is this the airport, Clark? I love it. I love that movie so much. People are still talking about Williams Sonoma. I love that store too. It always smells good. Well, folks, it is 9:59 in the AM, which means we got 1 minute left of Good Morning Pop Culture. So if you have anything else you want to say to me, get it off your chest now before I close out the. Oh, never mind. Salvador, thank you very much for your very generous super chat. A couple of years ago, we had to waste 4 hours for SJWs, basically sensitivity training, and they defined everything as a mental illness: gender, dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, etc. This is I don't like sensitivity training like that. What you're trying to tell me is that you were basically given SJW training, and did you see it as a mental illness, or were you taught that this SJW stuff was a mental illness? That's what I'm trying to clarify from your super chat. So let me read that again. A couple of years ago, we had to waste 4 hours for SJW sensitivity training, and they defined everything as a mental illness: gender, dysmorphia, body. Okay, now I got what you're saying. Okay. I apologize that you had to suffer through that crap. I don't get it. Like this is a phase of stuff. They're not going to be able to indoctrinate people over the next couple years to where it catches on for the next generation. You're going to get, for example, I'm the generation of, we're going to buy houses and have kids and stuff. And it's going to, these values will pass on to the next generation. The woke ones will get unwoke by the time they're my age, and they won't give a shit anymore. So them pushing really hard on these weird ideals, they just need to pump the brakes and calm down. Don't stop believing, Jeff. I'll hold on to that feeling, Pete. Salvador, thank you very much. I apologize. I know what you do for a living, so thank you. But I'm sorry you had to waste 4 hours of your life on that crazy woke garbage. Didn't we have a great Anthony Mata? Thanks, Jeff, for brightening my morning. Anthony Mata, thank you for your $2 super chat, and thank you for always being here and supporting the channel. Thank you to everyone who's here. I may have got a little triggered by talking about that piece of shit Ozark. We may have got a little angry at the SJWs for ruining fun. But you know what? Good Morning Pop Culture is a great way to start your day, and it's Friday. So you know what that means? You got about maybe 8 to 9 hours of work left. Then it's the weekend. Have fun with your families. Have fun with your friends. If you like to drink some beers, have one and think of me. If you don't drink, well, sit down with a nice cup of coffee and watch a movie and realize that World Class Bullshitters is out here fighting the good fight, producing Stealing Solo. Check out Stealing Solo. Link's been in the description the whole time. We've had a bunch of new backers while we've been on the show, so I'd like to thank all of them. I'm not going to read everyone's name on air or anything like that, but thank you to everybody. So, folks, I'll be back soon with Ethan. I got to get all the information about the Star Wars celebration. Excuse me, not Star Wars celebration, the Star Wars holiday special. I will be on that with Ethan on his channel. I believe it's going to be tonight. I'll get a giant chicken pot pie, and I'll get this camera, and I'll take slices out of my chicken pot pie, and that'll be my meal for this evening. So, getting kind of hungry. I think I'm going to have some breakfast, finish up this page, and then get to the gym. So, folks, thank you for making all 5 days of Good Morning Pop Culture a success. Last night's World Class Bullshitters was great, and the High Council was fantastic as well. So, we may do a stream tomorrow night. I got to let you guys know what's going on, and you got to let me know what you're interested in. So, thank you to everybody. I'll be back soon. And, when the crazy SJWs come for you, don't fear. World Class Bullshitters is here.